All right. Hi.
Hola.
We're here with oh, what the hell? Let me just go ahead and here we go. No longer hosting. So I don't think we were hosting anyway, but I just went ahead and unhosted just in case. Double check. Hello again. Hi. In case that was being hosted.
Hi.
Alrighty. Quick summary of what happened. Party made it back to Sandpoint. Got Belier treated of his ghoul stanky leg because he was infected with ghoul fever. Had to get that out of him. Get that devil, beat the devil out of him.
Beat the devil out of me.
Yeah. So that's gone now. No more ghoul fever. They treated the woman that they forgot about in the wagon. They're like, oh yeah, that dehydrated woman that's almost dead. They got her treated. She's gonna be all right. They went and interrogated the necromancer, whose hands were stuck like this for the entire period, and he kept complaining about his hands hurting. Which, hold your hands like this for the next 20 minutes, completely rigid with your thumbs straight like that, and your hands are gonna hurt like a son of a bitch. Imagine being stuck like that for literally hours.
Fair enough.
Party interrogated him. I don't know if they cleared him because they didn't say specifically if they didn't think he was guilty or not, but they are going to go investigate his place in the sanatorium. They got permission from the sheriff, who's also sending people. I think he's going with you, if I remember right, to go arrest or go check out the place, and they might arrest Brain Fart McGraw.
Dr. Aaron Habe.
Aaron Habe, thank you. Having a brain fart.
Yeah.
I am quite tired, so I was probably gonna have a lot of those.
Yeah. See?
It's alright.
After that, the party went to the Old Light, where there was a scholar from Magnamar hanging out. He was chilling like a boss, just staring, and...
Lyrie?
Yep.
Lyrie? Lyrie?
Broddert.
Broderick Quint.
Broddert.
Quink.
Oh, Blotter. Okay,
Broddert,
got
quick.
that.
He is just... He's got a little tent, and everybody went inside the little tent and found out that it's actually a modified portable hole where he has his little apartment with a small library inside of it. Very small library. It's like probably about the size of this room here. And there's just books everywhere and a little bed that he sleeps in. So he's got a cool little setup in this tiny little tent. I believe that was it. The party had a argument about Sky Battles, very popular novel series in Galarian. Very, very big series. Broader thought that the new, I can't remember what you called it, Arkrag?
Alpha Thief.
Alpha Thief. You couldn't, yeah. Broader did not think Alpha Thief was a story that needed to be told. It could have just not been made. But Arkrag enjoyed it. Anyway, I think that was all that happened. Walner, while you were gone, you were just hanging out with Shalelu again. Like, you left as soon as they got to Sandpoint, found her, and now you followed them back, and you're going to be hanging outside the tent. I assume you're not going to want to go inside this magical tent. As soon as you look in and you see that it's something magical, you're like,
No.
nothing to do
I'd
with
break it.
As you guys are talking, because you were having your tea inside, looking at books and things, you just see Walner's head poke in the door. Just like poke down the door. Just like Broder's head did, where he just looks in. It's very nauseating to see as his head just pokes down from the top. And Walner, you see this big room where everybody's clearly standing, but this tent comes up to maybe your knees. Because you're very tall. A little bit above your knees. It's a very small tent.
Oh, hey, Walner.
I
Would you love to
immediately
join
back
us?
up. No. This isn't real.
It's clearly real.
Is it?
Indeed.
We'll take a step in and see for yourself.
Shalelu pokes her head on the other side. What the hell is this?
It's real.
Well, I know that, but what is it? Shalelu crawls in. And it's like there's another one of those weird things where her head just like, and then she's crawling in. Uncomfortable to look at.
Don't watch.
I look down. Even for me, that is quite confounding.
Oh yeah, some weird spatial distortion. Because I mean, think about it. That doorway is tall enough for our Crag to walk through, but on the outside is just at his knees. Figure that one out. Don't figure it out. You'll go crazy thinking about it. Come on in, big man. There's room.
I'd have to make a skill or a will save if I walked in there, wouldn't
I mean, you don't have to make a roll for it. You can just decide if he will do it or not. I'm not gonna make you make a roll for that.
I? Sure, I'll walk in. Squeeze in.
You crawl through the beginning part, and then you're able to just walk in. Like you can just stand up, because it's like just it goes up to your head where you could walk in then.
The hell is this place?
It's my home. It's portable.
It's glorious.
Quite interesting indeed.
Had it made.
I could
Special
see it.
order.
I can see the advantages of a setup like this.
Yeah, all I gotta do is roll it up on my back, throw it on, and I'm good to go. I don't have to carry around a whole bunch of stuff. It's nice. Anyway, I'm assuming these are friends of yours based on the fact that you knew them by name and immediately. So, hi, I'm Broderick. Broderick. Hello.
Brother.
Yes. Unless I told you the wrong name first, in which case, no. But I don't think I did.
Hello, broad man.
Oh, you think you're the broad man?
It would seem that way.
Bro dirt. So, where have you been with Shillelagh? Shillelagh, we haven't seen you in a while.
She looks significantly better. Her armor's much more taken care of now. She's not got a busted eye and an arm half broken. She looks like she's doing much better. He's like, yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. After the goblin beatdown. How are you guys been? Walner's saying you guys have been doing some interesting things, but I don't think he gave me all the information because he just said that he was chasing scarecrows and then you burned a house down because of the scarecrows. And then something about a skin saw man.
That's technically accurate, actually.
I don't recall burning a house down.
Well, I don't think he said he said you guys burned a house down. He didn't say specifically you, R. Craig.
A lot of green lights were given.
Okay, what's the deal with the green lights? I think I know what it means, but why does he have a green light system now?
Because he murders people when they kind of act slightly dangerous in any way.
I mean, I guess it makes sense. You guys are trying to be diplomatic, but I kind of can understand that.
So we had to create a type of signal situation. I didn't think it would work, but I must admit, they found a way to work it out, and it seems to be working.
Okay, well, I'm going to get out of here because it's making me kind of uncomfortable standing in here. But this is a very nice place, and I'm going to go outside. I'll be outside.
You need to check out those books. Are you much of a reader, Shillelagh?
I'm more of a doer than a thinker.
Oh, come on, everybody get behind a good story.
I like a good story, but I like being told a good story, like a showman.
I'm sure that Learley, at some point in time, could put on a puppet show for you of the entirety of the theme of that particular.
I've seen one of her shows. They're very good.
Star
Thank
Wars.
No. I did see. I see you got the Sky Battles. I don't like the show they put on as much. I think I have read one of the books when I was younger, and I feel like the book was a lot better than the show.
She maybe do it justice.
No, Lurley didn't do it. It's just, Sandpoint Theater, they had one. I feel like the casting could have been better.
I'm still undecided on how I feel about this.
About what?
He's just throwing me out there saying that I could do this, and I don't recall having ever volunteered to do anything.
I don't think he was volunteering you. I think he was saying you got the skills to do it. I mean, it's not like anybody here runs the Sandpoint Theater. Gonna hold you to it.
This is true, but he has a tendency to suggest things and expect them to be done ever since this crown thing happened.
Oh yeah, you are the Goblin King now, right?
Yes, but I don't impose my will upon other people. Lily, you really need to read these books, and you need to put on a show.
She leans over you, Belair's like, is he getting a little bit weirder, or is it just me?
Oh no. It's definitely a harsher dynamic.
Everybody seems so tense.
We've been through a lot in the past week or so.
Yeah, my sword's been talking to me, so.
That too.
Have you gone crazy? Have you had your head checked out recently?
And it's taken quite a few wallops, but I mean, I am a bugbear. We're known for crazy things. But look at the sword here. I mean, it might talk to you too. I don't know. Yeah, all of you. I mean, if you don't believe me, just speak to Gix, and he may speak to you. I have no idea how this works.
All
Hello.
I can say is so far this has been the craziest day I've ever experienced. And now Walner's here, and it just is bound to get much better. And Walner, hello, I'm glad you found us.
She goes to
I
take
am-
the sword. It's like, I want to hear it talk.
I hand it to her.
She just holds it.
Be nice.
It's not saying anything.
You've got to listen. Gix, come on now. Don't make me look like a fool.
It's not saying anything.
Take it back and put it back in the sheet. Okay.
So
We
as you
haven't heard
can
anything
see,
either, so.
Are you sure he's not crazy?
No.
Have you gone crazy, Arkrag?
I mean, not really. I don't feel crazy. If you want to see crazy, you come live a day with us. No, with my own family in Absalom. They know how to party, and things get really crazy there.
Take you up on that.
Wait a moment.
I'm not much for cities and
say-
what?
Gnome family?
exactly what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yes, I think I did.
Were you raised by gnomes?
How else would a bugbear be so civilized and lovable and crazy?
You were adopted.
You got a fair point.
I don't remember being adopted.
You're
I'll say
a
that.
you're a bugbear raised by gnomes.
Yeah, they put me through school at the Arcana Miriam. What is that face?
That means that if they were willing to put you through school, then obviously they saw you as family. Ergo, that would mean somebody adopted you, somebody acted as your parents.
Yes,
There
but I
were
don't
some
remember being
gnomish
adopted.
figure. We didn't say that, however, y'all are not only separate species, but they're not your biological parents, okay? That
It
means you were
doesn't
adopted.
matter. Yeah, well,
Does it matter
even
if you're
then,
member
I
or
was
not?
raised by gnomes. And have you ever seen a
was
baby
never an
bugbear?
argument.
We are adorable.
Actually, I can honestly say I have not, but I'll take your word for
Brodder
it.
leans over and grabs a book and starts like flipping through it, and he shows you a drawn thing of a baby bugbear, and it's pretty adorable. Artist rendition.
Okay. Okay, maybe the artist took liberties, but that's pretty fucking cute.
He shows you
That's pretty cute.
Walnut.
So pretty I could eat it.
Don't eat babies. I'm just let's leave it at that. He puts the book back over.
This is the picture you see
Hmm?
in Discord.
Oh, I
This is
can't
the
see.
picture.
I can't look at it.
I can't see Discord.
That thing's cute.
That's some
Aw.
big ass eyes.
Put it in Twitch chat. Anyway,
Yeah.
Oh, a link.
yeah. We'll go ahead and let him do that. Broderick just starts messing around with the stuff again. He's like, oh god,
Deleted it.
fucking night,
Didn't have
fucking
the perms are messed up.
Nightbot,
Nightbot is a meanie.
fucking
No.
Nightbot.
Oh my god, baby kobolds are even more adorable. Okay,
All
I'm
right,
gonna take
no more baby things. All right.
Yeah, we get sidetracked
What
too
else?
easy with the cute little babies.
What else do you guys need? Anything? Got any more questions for me? I'm happy to answer 'em if I know them. Want to talk about Sky Wars, Sky Battles some more?
Maybe.
Sky
and-
battles you
oh
speak of.
my god, that's cute.
Sky Battles is a great story. It was written by... God, what was his name? He's like looking through the books. His name.
Was it eagles
Gre-
fighting in the air?
Lord Gookus.
No, it was Lord Gookus. I think that was a pin. That was his pin name for a while. But it was Giorgio Lucino. He was a Varisian man. I think he's still around. He got fat. But he wrote a series of novels. Then some other people came in and wrote some novels that were better. And then he made more novels to try to go against those. They were really bad. Anyway.
What are we supposed to take you down to the tunnels beneath the glassworks or something like that?
Yeah, later on. I said I'm going to be here for 3 weeks. You guys had something to do as far as I remember. I'll be here a while.
Sanatorium. If you have to go to the sanatorium, that's what it would.
Yes.
I think you forgot. I don't blame you. I forget everything, so... There's too much stuff rattling around in my head now to keep it all straight.
I still say you should have let me talk to him back when we were there instead of rush it off like a bunch of nannies.
Broderick has stopped and is staring exactly like this.
Right.
Huh?
Broderick,
What?
keep on zoning out.
Yeah, no, I'm just thinking. I'm thinking in like 3 different ways at once, like I said. It just happens. And I get distracted.
How do you do that?
Oh, you should focus on the one line of thinking.
Okay.
When you get that mastered, come back. I can teach you how to do it.
Not calling me stupid, are you?
No.
Okay.
I'm saying what I'm doing is very difficult.
Why is that a problem?
What?
Was it a problem if it was calling you stupid?
I'm glad to be called ignorant.
Oh,
Oh, it's
Okay.
not calling you ignorant. It's calling you stupid.
Here, read this. And he hands you a book. He hands you a book. You should read that. It's the first in the Sky Battles. Go ahead. It's great.
Where's the closest table?
Oh, I mean, there's a table over there. I don't mean read it right now. Take it with you and read it. Just bring it back.
I go lay it down on the table. I don't read.
All right. Well, fair enough.
nobody in here really cares to read very much.
I do.
I read, thank you.
Why would it seem interesting?
I rather enjoy it. And you're sitting there learning Thessalonian, that's reading. Well,
Yeah.
sort of.
I mean, I do read. I just took a general.
You just said you don't like to read.
I said nobody in here generally reads. I read. You know I'm a scholar. I'm also a
read, you read, but Leah's already said that he reads.
Oh, I didn't
This
think
other
Leah
kid
read.
come in and read. The only person that doesn't read is literally Walnir.
I don't read either, says Shalala.
Mm.
Well,
Oh, I don't count.
that goes to reason.
Do you
No.
read
No,
Gix?
you do.
You must not count.
He's asking his sword if it reads.
I mean, it can see and hear. It hears you speaking.
Sword, if you are truly there, I apologize for disbelieving. However, I think he's just fucking lost his mind. I then look up at him and go, enough. We have things to do.
We've just been through so much over the past little while. I figured might be nice to just kind of relax. Take in the sights of all these wonderful books.
Can we go into the mansion?
The sanatorium.
The
After
sanatorium. Then we have the mansion. Yes.
Really?
I can't believe I'm saying this. I really can't believe I'm saying this.
Really?
But Walnir is right.
Really?
What?
The ladies
I'm
are
literally looking at you. What?
the ladies are soon to return.
The what?
The ladies are soon to return.
Oh, Craig, you gotta use the bathroom? Like, you can just excuse yourself.
Said nothing about using the restroom. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I'll be back. Crawl out of the tent. Big bugbear ass in your face. Oh,
He's lost
this.
his
Oh,
mind.
hey, Lily. The sword told me to tell you that it said the ladies are soon to return. No, I'm going to go use the restroom. I'll be back.
He has lost.
That doesn't mean anything to you, as I'm like crawling out, and my big ass is just like like big bugbear ass in your face.
He crawls out all the way through, and then all of a sudden his ass takes up the entirety of the door.
Wow. That's funny. That's funny.
What would happen if I farted in that position?
I would be leaving.
It's magnified 1,000 times.
Oh, you got cloud kill.
Out of character, Learlay would not necessarily recognize that meaning anything. However, Winterin would love it.
Oh, that's what my sword told me to tell you.
I know.
Okay.
On that note, I'm going to excuse myself also. I'm gonna slip
Brada
out.
has derped out again. He's just kind of stopping. He's like, "Oh, yep, all right. Leave your teacups, please."
Teacups. Wasn't off any.
There was tea.
Is there any left?
Yeah, there's some left. Have some. Chug it real quick.
All right.
He makes you some tea.
Learlay sees she has like half a cup left, and it's quite delicious, thank you, and sets it on the little table thing. But I think we need to. While near you coming, thank you. And then she. Then she pops
Drink
back
my
in.
tea.
If they don't want the book, could I borrow it, maybe?
The Sky Battle book?
Yes.
Well, yeah, for sure. Yeah. He walks over to the table where Walner put it down and handed it to you.
Thank you, thank you. I'll do my best to return it in good condition. I know the cost of these.
Oh, it's very expensive. And by
Yes,
that, I mean,
yes,
it's
I
not
know.
that expensive. They do have printing presses in Absalom now, so it's not too bad. Because I do go back there every now and then. But it is more expensive than I'd like. Which still isn't that bad, but it seems like he's going to be going in a circle now for a while.
Yeah.
So
Thank you. I promise to take good care of it, and I boop head back out, back in. Walnir, come on.
I'm gonna crawl out.
right.
Where are we?
Alrighty. Shalelu is gonna be going with you guys if you're heading back to town. I assume you guys will go get Arkrag, or Arkrag comes back.
Yeah, I imagine I come walking back as everybody's like exiting the tent and walking down the beach towards the town. Yeah. No more tent time.
That guy's got something going on.
And he said he'd be there a while. After all, I've got his book. We've got to take it back to him.
Shouldn't be too hard to find.
That teen is pretty.
Oh boy.
It was
All right.
a bit discerning.
So he's like, yeah, that guy seems like he's a little off his rocker. No more than some of you guys. And she looks at Arkrag.
What's that supposed to mean?
Arkrag, you're saying your sword's talking to you.
It really is.
You know, I've heard of like sentient magic weapons before. I heard that's a thing. Like ancient artifacts crafted that no one else can replicate, and they're super rare. I don't think that yours is just became one, because isn't that the same sword you had? It looks a lot cooler. Like you've done some magical things to it, but it doesn't look like ancient, world-shattering artifact levels.
But that's the thing. I haven't done anything to it.
Well, you did something because it looks different.
I did not do anything at all.
So it did it to
this sword.
itself.
So who did it?
Yes, it. Okay, so I remember a good bit of my teachings from the Arcana Mirror, and I trained briefly as an initiate of the Order of the Black Blade. I am considered what you would call a blade adept. I am an arcanist, and I focus my skill into my martial aspects of things. I was told some arcanists of that particular order have the ability, or they don't have the ability, but a spirit of some sort awakens their blade, and it helps guide them, almost like a familiar, like a wizard's familiar.
Okay, see, that makes way more sense than just saying my blade talks to me.
It does, though.
Exactly.
With that explanation, it makes much more sense. If it's like a familiar, I can get behind that. Because, I mean, there's a flying weasel right there.
I was just unaware that it could not speak to other people, because it speaks to me constantly. Like, Lily, do the ladies of shadow or ladies of the night mean anything to you? It's asking. It's asked a few times now, in multiple ways. It is phrased the question.
Not that I'm particularly aware of.
Okay. Well, it was also familiar with Malfeshnikor when I went running in to fight him during, you remember the time up in Thistletop where you nearly died and Vi did die and all of that fun stuff. Well, it said, Malfeshnikor, no. It didn't want me to go in there, but I went in there because I didn't really know what was going on to begin with. I didn't think that that my weapon would just start speaking to me out of nowhere. I'm not crazy. I might be gnome crazy, but I'm not crazy. Well, gnome bear, bug gnome bear thing. Adopted gnome.
He's crazy.
He admitted he's adopted. At least he's finally being honest.
Well, I didn't really.
God
I'm
has
just kind of
denial,
giving
now
in.
He's an acceptance, so.
Well, I will be honest. I still do not remember being adopted.
Yep.
We never asked if you
Nobody
remembered
remembers
being
being
adopted.
adopted.
Unless
Especially
they're of a
not at
certain
birth.
age.
or of infant, like he said. Anyway, that's irrelevant. It's established. You're gnome, bugbear, gnome, whatever
Yeah.
thing. But you're you, and we like you for that. Maybe.
I feel like you may be telling me a fib right now.
Well, she did say we.
You know that oration's not really my strong suit, right?
You're a bard, aren't you?
Different bards have different gifts. Mine is more that of sound and evoking thought and conceptualizing new things. Making your mind travel through places, see things in the shadows.
That sounds terrifying.
It's not so much words. Although I seem to have more trouble with people lately than before.
So you sing?
No.
You play instrument?
I literally point down to her skirt that is covered in the little small cymbal bells that she can strum on to make the like cymbal chime sounds, and her bongo drum that is literally always on her hip. And she's like, and just kind of looks at him.
I mean, I see it, but I mean, I could carry a guitar around and not know how to play it because it looks cool.
Not being able to play it. You sorry. And I like start to go after him and catch myself, and I go. He doesn't validate me. He is an idiot. It can be forgiven.
Hey, I mean, I don't talk to my sword, you know.
I have a valid reason to talk.
He has a fair point. Okay. I calm down and I look at him. Yes. I can play them well enough that I am a special feature at Sandpoint Theater. Let me know when you want to come and you can come see the show.
I'll take your word for it.
You know, all this time we've been together, we have not really discussed this. So I know you're a barbarian, Walner, because you are very barbaric and you like to beat the hell out of things. Clearly, I know she's a bard because I have seen her perform some, and I can slightly identify the magic that she uses. Valir, what the hell is your skill set? I've seen you use magic before, but I don't, and I've seen that funky, stretchy weasel flying thing that turns into a star map. I don't have any fucking idea what that is.
I'm just your normal shaman, you know.
Like a druid?
Yeah. Close.
Like a witch doctor?
A man is a spirit world.
Yeah.
I just channel, you know, some spirits. I don't know how it works.
Do you
I
have
didn't
any?
study this.
Do you have any fetishes?
I'm pretty. I guess.
You saw some of the parties his, family and
Did you
tribe
with
was
that?
having. I'm sure he has a few fetishes.
Turns out Valir's a footman.
Man,
You got a foot fetish?
hold up like a dried up foot. No.
Oh,
That is the coolest thing I've ever
that
seen.
went so wrong.
I pick up Neil. I'm like, I have this guy. He helps me out.
What's his name?
Neil.
Neil. I've never noticed that before.
Stuffing back into my robes.
What was that?
What was it?
It was a weasel.
It's a weasel.
A star weasel.
Yeah.
I knew I heard weird noises around you sometime. I thought you were doing a crazy ventriloquism thing. I was literally studying you very closely because you were quite good. I understand now. You were so good because you weren't fucking doing it.
It was a weasel.
He stays
It
outside.
really was a weasel.
Well, at least we know if we're gonna starve to death, we can eat that.
Who eats you first?
You are quite meaty, and you're not very cute, so I wouldn't have a problem with it.
But you gotta do what you gotta do.
Oh my god!
He's
How did
okay
we
with
get here? We're
this.
talking about eating one another. No!
Put on the real tip. I really want to know about your fetishes. If you're a shaman, you must have some fetishes that allow you to use your magics. Besides Mr. Neil.
Shake Louise' hands. That's all I have.
We're gonna have to
You
work.
showed
on
up one day. I didn't ask for this.
that. I have an idea. It's okay. I have an idea. You'll find out later.
All right.
Weird. So is it like a spirit guide, or is it like its own entity? Does it have its own agenda? Y'all just work together as a team?
I mean,
How does
he
that
doesn't
work?
really talk. I don't really ask him any questions. He helps
He just-
me.
He just
I
gives
feed
you
him.
power? Or wait, what do you feed him?
Bread, mostly.
Here, I just thought that you liked bread as much as I do.
No, I can't eat that much bread. You get fat.
I
My
look down at
figures.
myself and I'm like, not if you work it off. And her skeletal
definitely
frame
don't
is
do
just
that.
like there.
Well, I imagine we're talking about this stuff as we
Oh yeah,
go.
you're on the you're on the way back. Yeah, you guys make it back to town during this conversation.
We need to swing by Dex. Gotta pick up a
The staff.
commission real quick.
Yeah, the staff, right?
Yeah.
It's a great idea.
Let's say that, I guess, to the group.
Yeah.
You head back to Dex, and he is I guess it's not been too long. He's still working at the forge. He sees you guys coming, and he motions you, and he's like, ding, 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 ding. Yep. You notice when you get over there, you hear him like chanting over it. I got
Adding
that
some extra
feeling
bit,
and feeling, yeah, yeah. And you do notice that there just seem to be like some swirling going around spark wise where he's doing. I'm trying out some different type of magic on it, seeing if it makes it work any better. And he I said, it didn't work. I'll get it.
At least it looked impressive.
It did look impressive, but it takes a lot of effort to do, and it did nothing. In fact, I think this may be worse.
Actually, it's worse.
He hands it to you to look at. Hold it by that end, or you'll burn yourself. It doesn't look very good.
This is slightly impressive.
It's garbage, and I know it's garbage. He takes it and he throws it into a barrel. There's like 3 other ones in there.
I lean down and whisper into his ear.
Sweet nothings?
There. Something specific that I will type you.
Okay.
The others can do whatever right now. I'm just
All right.
kind of asking.
Yeah, while you're talking to him, he like pops a latch on this little chest standing behind him and pulls out your staff.
Oh, yes.
He pulls it out, and it looks kind of short for the staff, and he's like, and then pops it.
Whoa. I didn't have to do all that.
I wanted to see if I could do it. I tried it on another one, and it worked really well. So I figured, it's like you grab it here, twist, folds in a little bit. Still just as solid as a normal staff. He hands it to you. It is very finely done. Like he clearly put a shitload of effort into this. There's all like the fancy little filigrees going on in it.
How much
Nice
do I owe
looking
you?
sticky feather.
It's like, well, you know what? you gave me most of the materials to do it. It was time, and it was good practice. Our Craig's been helping me. I'll give that one to you on the house.
Gotta give you
That
some.
is truly impressive work.
All right,
Fancy stick.
5 gold, just for the. That's.
Slide 10 gold over the counter.
It's like, all right, well, I appreciate it. I hope you enjoy it. Let me know if there's any problems or if it works particularly well.
Okay.
That is quite a glorious weapon,
you.
Cavalier.
he leans away from you, Arkrag, with a weird look on his face, and he's like, hold on. He goes over and he writes something on a piece of paper, folds it up, and hands it to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Do you like it, Balir?
I love it.
Clink, 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 clink,
Does
clink,
the
clink.
does the end come out? I imagine the top is very ornate. He said it was gonna have a recessed like, orb in it.
Yeah, it has a recessed. Put your hand under it, push, and then twist.
Okay, it's
And it-
childproof.
Yes. Well, it has to be very secure. Otherwise, if you knock someone over the head with it, it'll come flying off. I made it assuming you were gonna beat a goblin to death with it at some point. So it has to be very sturdy because goblin skulls can be quite hard. I cracked one of them over the head with one of my tools over here when they attacked us. So I know tough heads.
Go get work.
Could this blade crack one of their heads open? I kind
A
of
goblin? You could cut a goblin in half with that. You could cut a man in half with that. That's way too big, and you shouldn't be using it like that. Although you are, what?
What about a horse?
Probably,
Could I chop the head of a horse off?
probably. Why are you asking about that?
Because I need to know if it's sharp enough.
It looks magic to me, so yeah, I assume so.
Is this the bastard sword that I gave him after we identified it?
Yeah. Magical bastard sword. He doesn't have a problem that is magical. I don't think Walner has realized that he's wielding magic yet, even though someone just told him it was magic. I think he's gonna click in like a week or two, and he's like, oh no!
I haven't seen it do anything yet.
It doesn't do anything!
Cut stuff.
So I don't know if
The
that
only
is
magic is
I refuse to believe that he... I think he has the
Gotcha.
same mindset of Arkrag and thinks that magic stuff talks to you. He might be insane too, so I just ignore it.
It's a very specific
Nice.
definition of what's magic. Alright. So, are you
It has
guys...
the-
What? It has to talk. If it's not talking, it's not magic. That flying rat that's following you guys around inside Balir's coat, not magic because it doesn't talk.
Talk to me.
He doesn't know that.
but
I
he
haven't, I haven't seen
can't.
it yet. And my sword hasn't talked to me. I just think it's a normal sword.
He'll get one that lights on fire. It's like, this is normal. This is fine. This is acceptable.
I did that with my mind.
It's not talking. Alright. Are you guys going to head to the
Great.
sanatorium today? Or do you plan on waiting? Because, I mean, it's like 1 in the afternoon, I think, if I remember correctly. Somewhere
Yeah, I
around
thought that we were going today.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I really don't care. Either way, we can wait around and have some good drink over at Amiko's place, or we can go.
Mm.
Well, I mean, we do have this fella hostage here.
He's
Yeah.
not hostage. He's just in prison.
He's a prisoner.
There's a difference.
Whatever adjective you care to use for him, we have him, and I'd rather not have to pay for the man to eat or drink, and I'm not gonna sit there and eat and him not, and I'm not gonna not eat.
You hungry?
I
Did
have
I or
some
did I
granola.
not just say I am? You and your granola can get off. I want
Whoa.
food.
She's doing woman things. Let's go.
I am out of banana nut bread. I do not know when I will have more. And I do not have a proper substitute for it yet. Therefore, let's go eat real food. And she just kind of...
Anybody else confused? I thought she said she wanted to go to bed.
Arcrag, wait!
Hey.
Dex runs back to you. Take this to Amiko, and he hands you these two things. These like two metal plates. They're pretty big, pretty
Okay.
thick. You look if you open up and look in them, it's a waffle iron.
What is this?
It's a waffle iron. You wanted a waffle iron. You recognize it. It's made in the gnomish way too. It's a human interpretation of the gnomish way, but it's very close to how gnomes would make a waffle iron.
I'm gonna have Absalami and Gnomish waffles in no time. Scoot out the door, just yeah. And he goes to Amika.
All right. Is that where you guys are heading to eat? I assume.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Because she's actually sitting down at one of the tables. Like it's after lunch and everything. It's not super busy. She sees you guys coming. It's like, hey, you want to come sit down? Hungry? Lunch rush is over already. You know they actually get out at 11 and come eat, so we're good to go.
Do you have much left ready? We don't have long. We need to get on down the road, but I'm starving.
I got stew and I got some bread. Still warm.
Sounds amazing. That would be fabulous.
All right, she yells at one of the serving girls. Hey, get bowls. Big boy bowl for Arcrag. Come on. Let's go. The servant girl comes out with a big tray full of food, like it's barely being holded up from the one giant bowl that's tilting to the side. There's drinks and stuff on there too. They got a pitcher of water and a pitcher of some wine.
Y'all
walk
are
up.
fabulous.
I walk up to Amiko with like my hands behind my back. I'm like, Amiko. I'm kind of like kicking the floor a little bit, like kicking the dust, like looking down all.
Yes, as she's looking up at you, looking down.
I was told to give this to you, and I like pull it out and set it down in front of her, and I'm like,
Would you like some pancakes, Arcrag? Oh, waffles. Excuse me. Waffle irons. She
look terrified.
No, she looks. She says you like some pancakes, and then she's like, "Oh, the waffle irons. Yeah, would you like a waffle, or a few?"
oh yes. How long do you think they'll store on the road?
I don't know. I'm not 100% sure on that. I've never questioned the storage ability of waffles.
I could
Okay.
probably tell you.
You?
You eat food with me all the time.
So yeah, I'd love to have some waffles now, and if you could cook a few extra, really crispy, and I'll just keep them in my pouch.
All right. We'll give me some time here. While they'll finish up eating, I guess you can take yours on the way. And she goes in the back. You hear her talking to her cook. And she comes back out. It's like, all right. Would you guys like anything else while they're making that?
I'll
Would
wait.
they have been speaking of the waffles loud enough for me to have heard about it?
Oh, yeah.
Amiko, no trouble. I'd like to try one of those waffles as well. And maybe some of that delicious blueberry sauce stuff you had the other morning.
Okay. Still have some of that left. Blair, Walner, want one too?
That's wonderful.
Sure.
Please.
All right. A little bit later, she comes out
Waffles.
with some waffle, tray full of waffles for everybody. And they got the blueberry sauce stuff, and then they have the genuine maple syrup, Canadian style maple syrup, but it's in Galorian. Figure that one out.
There is in maple syrup.
Oh no, it's not Verizia.
Numerian.
It's chillax, chiliax.
Chiliaxian?
Chilaxian? I guess it's chilaxin.
Chillaxin.
Chillaxin, yeah.
It's that's the brand. That's the brand.
Sauce.
It's it's from Chiliax. It's called chilaxin syrup. So
Patent it. Trademark that.
yeah, chilaxin
Yes,
syrup.
yes.
So,
Chillaxin syrup. Oh my god.
I push aside the empty bowl of soup.
so good, it's evil. Is what the tagline is on this chilaxin syrup. Chiliax is a nation that is evil and ruled by devils. Just in case you didn't get that.
Canada.
Yes, evil and ruled by devils. Chilaxin
is it hot?
syrup. No, it has a devil giving a thumbs up on the.
Oh, that was
Oh.
We're not good at syrup though.
but we're ruled by devils.
See, now you're getting political,
Go
and
there.
we're making we're making a Canadian joke because it was syrup.
And yeah. Okay, moving on. Shame.
Our Greg hangs too.
Yeah, but it is chilaxin syrup. If you would like to try it.
Hell yeah! How many bottles did they bring?
There's one big bottle of the blueberry stuff that's about half empty, and the chilaxin syrup is full, and it's about the same size, like not that big. Like one of the little things
Small.
you'd get at one of the little things you get at IHOP.
Okay.
No, not one of those. It's like the big container thing. Big.
But I'm
You-
like,
you push it and you.
I'm fucking huge. It looks like a shot glass to me when I
No,
hold
it doesn't. It's not that bad. There's a lot of syrup.
Small though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try it. Okay.
All right. Well, you take a big bite. Not quite like Mama Gnome used to make, but it's pretty close. And that syrup is damn good. Get it? Because it's made by devils.
The devils.
It's
Dang.
damned good. That's a better tagline. Chillaxin syrup. It's damn good.
Damn good. That actually is great.
Yeah, make a note of that.
Oh, I've got it in chat.
Alrighty. Anybody else trying theirs? It's damned good.
Yes.
I like that. I'll be honest, I like that.
And it does have the devil giving a thumbs up.
It's so bad. It is so wrong, but it is so funny. I love it. I love it. Oh god. Okay,
It's basically just Nazi syrup. Because Cheliax is literally just Nazi Germany. If you look at Galarian stuff, that's seriously what it is. They have a fucking swastika on their flag.
yeah.
The
it's
Cheliax
modeled
flag.
after it.
Yes, it has a fucking swastika on it. It's ridiculous.
Interesting. Does it have syrup?
No, it does not have Yes, it has the Cheliax fucking symbol on the damn syrup.
So now we just went to a
Look at the flag there. I put it in chat for everybody to see. If you're watching on YouTube, it'll be in the description below.
No.
It's just a fucking swastika.
That's
An upside down cross, and a right side up cross.
Yep.
yeah.
It's damned good.
damn good.
Some good syrup though.
Wow. I mean, we could go on a whole
That-
sideways debate on that.
that
That might
is-
actually be an interesting side stream, but
I mean, they're bad
You
guys.
think so?
They're the bad guys. It's fine. They're the bad guys. It could be in there. They're meant to be the bad guys.
fair enough. Okay,
That's like getting
Right,
upset
right,
that
right.
Nazis are in Indiana Jones.
but
They're the bad guys. You're supposed to punch them in the face and shoot them.
fair enough.
But yes, the syrup is very tasty for anybody that tries it. It is probably the best, sweetest syrup you've had. Just like, not sickly sweet, but it's really sweet.
So it's God.
Balir breathes smoke out after he eats it.
Damn good.
All right. Alrighty.
I tell Amiku to compliment the cook because they came out beautifully.
She turns. They said it was good. Thank you.
Is that Bethina? Did Bethina cook these?
Yeah, she cooks everything.
You're awesome, Bethina.
I know. Speaking of that, she comes back out with another tray, and there are 2 bundles wrapped up. Oh God! Chibi Leviathan throwing 50 bits at us.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chibi
Thank you.
Leviathan. It didn't show up for some reason. I heard the noise, but it didn't pop up. I'm not sure why that happened.
It just showed up on my
A
chat.
lot.
It's a whole lot of little
Yeah.
ones.
Thank you for that. I don't know where the hell the thing went. I'll fix it though. Thank you so much for that, Chibi Leviathan.
That's-
AKA.
That's
All right. This
Brandon.
sweet as that
well, I didn't
chilaxian
wanna
devil
say
syrup.
the name unless he wanted it, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Sweet as that chilaxian devil syrup. Alrighty. Anybody else doing anything? Oh, inside these little bundles, that's your to-go waffles.
Oh yes.
Cooked
Thank you.
almost to a crisp, but like right at that edge, where they're not burnt all the way. They're just like nice and crispy. Like you pop them and it's like.
Oh, I do appreciate that. Ouch.
Now see, that's acceptable travel food. Much better than that granola mess you were eating earlier.
What is wrong with granola?
Oh my God, Balia. I just thought. Your grandmother's banana nut recipe in that waffle iron.
Banana nut waffles.
Oh,
In the future.
game has
Oh.
changed.
You're onto something here.
Oh,
The game has
I need
changed.
these in my life.
Alrighty. Are you guys going to be heading to the sanatorium now? I assume that's now the thing. Now that you guys are full of fucking waffles and soup.
No, we're still
Stewed
supposed
bread.
to
Gonna pick up some guards along the way.
Yeah,
I
you.
drink wine with mine.
Yes.
He's got fucking wine, waffles, and soup. He's like, I'm still hungry.
Living large, man.
Did
Oh.
Walnair have any waffles?
Oh yes, I did.
They're magical Walnair.
They are normal, good waffles.
You clearly
Oh,
don't know
great.
what magic is.
Magic doesn't exist.
He's just.
Well, it
just-
quite clearly does exist. You're just in denial.
Let's not get on this debate. I break things. Hate magic.
That is not up for debate at all. You do like to break things, and you're rather good at it.
If magic doesn't exist, then how can I do this? And I mage hand a waffle off of his plate and float it in front of his face, towards his face. Eat it. Eat the magical waffle. Walnair, eat it.
Where are the strings attached to this waffle?
There are none. You
Oh,
can
so-
test it. Test it. It's completely magical.
I slam it on the table with my hand.
And Belia,
Looks like a
I'm
normal
sure
waffle.
you
to me.
could do something to enhance this, and then I could always do this, maybe.
And I'm looking at Walnir and just all of a sudden that haunted fae aspect, and imagine like the whole little Beetlejuice kind of thing where he's coming down and then he just goes "Wah!" you know, all the little tentacle things pop out at you. Would he have to do the save for
I'm pretty
the
sure I'm
illusion?
gonna have to do a save.
Yeah.
I press to digitate the waffles to turn rainbow colored.
It's
Rainbow
gonna be a
waffles.
very messed up restaurant soon.
Oh no! Please don't smash up the plate.
I mean, I
Look at
don't
these
want to,
waffles.
but I mean, I have to roll.
Roll will save to not be terrified by this little gnomish size woman screaming at you.
Oh shit!
A nat one.
Terrified.
Just turn and run out the door.
Oh,
Madge!
well. I must have gotten quite better at
No,
that.
what do you do? What do you do in reaction, Walner?
It would be fight or flight, and to save face, I'm just gonna run outside. That way, I don't start smashing.
Oh! Or do you manly scream, or do you just like turn and run?
I just turn and run.
I'll get him, guys. I'm gonna grab my
Thank
waffle
you.
and run after him.
Do you stop when you get out, or you just like Forrest Gump it out the hell away?
I'm probably gonna keep running for a little bit.
You believe
Jog behind me.
you cannot catch him. He has fast movement. He slowly speeds off away from you. You're like running full speed, like slowly falling behind as he's running straight down the street.
He's the big boy. I believe him.
Alrighty. So, Walner, you eventually calm down. Do you go back, or do you just...
I'm gonna wait outside.
Alright. So as you guys come back, Walner is coming back.
I come walking out with a freaking mage-handed waffle, just like levitating. Like, you still hungry?
Shut my eye.
When I see one here, I say,
I apologize. While I did mean to shake you up a little bit, I did not intend all of that. I deeply apologize.
I didn't know there were animals in there. Must have been like a rabid dog or something you threw at me. I don't know what.
Oh, delusional
I
Walner.
understand more now why you seem to live in a type of distracted illusion. I understand. Okay.
turn to Arkrag and look at him and go,
He's a self-induced idiot. That's how he justifies existence.
And you thought I was.
That's all I can figure. Maybe we should have him checked at the sanatorium. But no, only that Abe guy's there.
Maybe we should go ahead and go there. Let's blow this joint and get on to the sanatorium. I'm gonna feed myself waffle with my mage hand as I continue to
Alright.
towards
Get in your wagon
our
again and start going.
Well, you didn't say how it was that you weren't able to get you. Was he really that fast?
He's fast as hell. He's gone.
Wow.
He also has no sweat on him at all from sprinting that far.
Say what you want. They're fit as a people, you know.
He's just a human.
he's still a lot bigger than me.
Yeah. Alright. So, I mean, there's not going to be any difficulties on the way. You guys make it back to the sanatorium. It's the same freestanding building. About 3 stories. It is 3 stories tall. Looks the same. I mean...
Oh shit, we forgot to get the sheriff.
We even said we were
I
going
mentioned on the
to.
way, yeah, we're gonna do it. But imagine we didn't go all the way there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm pretty
we
sure
said
you
we
would
were
have
just
realized
riding.
as you're leaving. All right, yeah, so you can grab the sheriff, and he's like, I'll ride my horse. I don't want to ride in that wagon.
It's
It's so
terrible.
comfy. I I swear.
They're him and 3 more guardsmen come with you guys as you're riding, and they're just looking at you for a little while as they're bouncing around in the wagon. Are you sure you guys just don't want to get horses?
We're checking into suspension systems.
Deck's gonna make it for you. He's pretty good at stuff
I
like
think
that.
that was the plan.
Walner, are you just like walking beside it, or are you riding in the wagon too?
I'll hop in the wagon.
Just bouncing around in there with them.
Yeah, unless y'all sell some extremely large horses or something such as that. Back in Sandpoint, I'm kind of confined to the wagon or my feet.
I think the feet might be better than that. You're gonna get whiplash. You can't want to hit another bump like that.
So
Name a
much worse.
cow and give it to him.
Whiplash is only just a minor part of it.
Don't get him started.
What's he talking about?
Oh,
I'm not supposed to talk about it.
All right. Himmler just kind of drops the subject of that. He's wearing his full armor. This time he's got the sword like across his back as they do when they're traveling. I mean, you can't really draw it and sheath it like what's fucking back there like that, but he is just traveling. So, the 2 guardsmen have spears just laid across their thing. They've had them there the whole time. They look like they're expecting something to jump out at any moment. Hemlock's a little bit more on ease, but they look kind of terrified occasionally. Like, what was that? Oh. Which, you know, the rumors, the murders, ghouls running around, kind of understandable. But yeah, you make it to the Centaurium with everybody. He's like, all right, let's head in. I'll go ask questions if you want to go investigate the basement. Sound good?
Okay, so
Ray, did you get my message?
On what? You can't send me messages on Discord. I can't see it. Hold on, I'll close it out.
Whisper them in roll 20.
Yep. I see what you said. I just had to make it weird on stream a little bit there for a second. All right.
Yeah, we'll go investigate the down low, I guess. We've got the key.
I think I had the key.
Yep, you had the key. And he
So-
goes, what?
We're at the sanatorium.
Yep. Going in the front door.
Oh yes.
That's just what you say. Oh yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah. As soon as I get off the wagon.
All right. Hemlock opens the front door, goes into the little entryway, opens up the inner door, and he's like, "All right, we're at Abe." Ding 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 ding. And
Back.
Hay eventually comes in. What? What do you need? And he sees Hemlock. He's like, "Oh, well, hi, Sheriff. What do you need?" He's like, "All right, come around the corner. Come on." And he just turns and runs away. Hemlock and one of the deputies slide over the counter action style, and start running after him. "Hey, come back here!" They run into the back room here.
Do you need our help?
As you yell out, you hear scuffling, and you see Habe get thrown back across the door.
I guess not.
To the basement?
who's saucy now?
Yeah,
Let's go.
you see Hemlock step back across the door. You son of a bitch, why are you running? Stop it here.
I almost want to sit around and watch this.
It is quite enjoyable. He was quite the dick.
Hey, Dr. Habe, where is the basement?
Get
Can
off!
I handle this?
The sheriff and the deputy bring the guy back. His like face is already swelling up. They managed to get him in manacles already, and they're like holding him up. His feet are like dragging, like just the tips of his toes dragging the floor.
Wait a minute. Don't carry him off just yet.
Oh, I'm just
What
bringing
about
him out
those
here.
little helper? What about those little helper guys that you got that are always following you around? Where are they? They need to be put down. Remember the 2 little twin fuckers that
The
followed.
tieflings.
Yes, those things. We don't need them attacking us while we're here.
And he's like, I don't know where they are. They clean. They go around somewhere.
Maybe
I
they're
go
the
up and get in
basement.
his face and say, "Where's the basement?"
Are you rolling something, or you just don't even try to intimidate? He's like, where's the basement? Come on.
Well, wait a minute. Didn't we bring dude with us? I thought we said we were bringing him with us.
Who? Hemlock?
The necromancer guy.
No.
that was
You guys never
the
said you were
port-
bringing him with him. No, he's staying back at the place.
Okay. Okay, I misunderstood. Okay.
We have the key to the basement.
Yeah, and I
Get
remember
down there.
questioning, but then for some reason I was thinking that we had said we were going to bring him after all. That's fine.
Yep. As you get up and right in his face, Warner, give me a perception check. Jesus. You get right in his face, and just out of the corner of his eye, the deputy that's holding him up, you see like a dart into the back of his neck. And then the guard starts getting really woozy looking.
Oh shit.
You didn't see it, R. Craig.
You didn't.
Oh.
Wallner saw it because he was right in the dude's face. It's like it hit him right in the back of the neck. He's facing you guys.
The guard that's holding
Habe up. Yeah.
Habe.
Yep.
I immediately hold him up and I turn around and I say, "Somebody's shooting either poison darts or sleep darts."
And then everybody can give a perception. With that perception, Wallner, you saw the dude like slink back around the corner back in the back office where they went and they beat the shit out of Habe. He was back in that office. You see just like a shadow. Whoop. So they.
I'm gonna immediately scream back office. And I'm gonna grab this dude and I'm gonna run with him in front of me.
Habe?
No, the guard.
Oh, you used the guard as a shield?
Oh my God.
It says you grab him by the throat and hold him up. Come on, fucker.
No. I'm gonna hold him by the shirt collar and go to the back office with him.
He's like trying to stay up and like, oh god, hold it sick.
Sitting
I
there
was just
sniffing
thinking more
around.
Dennis the Menace, like the back of the scruff of the collar, and he's like, that is great.
I'm looking around, sniffing and tasting the air at the same time.
With that perception, you hear, then you also smell. What the fuck? What's happening? My connection just completely died to Twitch, it looks like. Okay, there we go. It's coming back. I don't know what the fuck happened there. That was, whew. My upload speed went to 0 for a second. Alright. Oh, that Steam started downloading. There we go. That's the problem. Boom.
Thanks, Steam.
Yeah, don't ask questions. Just like, I'll download this. There we go. Good to go. Alrighty. The entrance door that you guys came in, you pick up a smell. You recognize that as one of the tieflings, actually. They were behind you the whole time. One of them was. Dun dun dun. Literally,
From inside the house.
yeah, you also notice, you hear the guy, there's a slight scuffle. The door that you guys came in from.
I whip around and look. Do I see them?
Oh, you don't see him. They're sneaky little bastards.
I am going to unsheath my sword and cast mage armor at the same time.
Alrighty. Now go ahead and roll the.
There's something there.
Go ahead and roll the
Just trying to
initiative.
Oh, initiative.
Yeah, we doing initiative now.
Oh, schnizzle.
It's actually a fight breaking out.
Um, I need my token.
It's down at the bottom of the page, Ron.
I know, but I had to zoom it out. Got it.
Good Lord, Walmir.
That was a nat 20.
Oh my gosh, look at him on here. Dude, Rocket.
Sprints out the back door after him.
Oh no, I'm going to the back office.
Yeah, he's dragging dude in.
He's my human shield.
Oh, it didn't link to your token for whatever reason. I will add you. Walner.
Mm.
A scary man running after a little man.
All right. So we don't really need a map for it. You run in the back room. I guess that'll be your surprise round getting into the back room. What are you going to be doing for your surprise round? The only person that doesn't get one is Balir because he didn't roll high enough on perception to actually see them. So you don't have any way to react. Arkrag, what are you doing on surprise round? You can move, take an action. I guess you cast Mage Armor to your weapon.
Yep.
All right. Lurley, you can do something too.
Yeah, I think I'm going to. Is there anywhere that is some kind of shadowy area? Like, is there a curtained area I can step behind, or like a doorway?
I mean, there's parts of the area that aren't as well lit. Yeah, you can head into there. It's just
Okay.
kind of off to
Then
the
I
side,
will
I guess,
do-
away from the main part of the area.
And that's fine. I'm gonna use shadowy dash and go, and I'll go there
Okay.
and kind of hide to see, because I know they're there, but I don't know what. I think it's them, but I know they're sneaky.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm just gonna wait.
So there you go. That's your surprise round. It's
I'll
just the
have-
moving. Yep.
Yep.
All right, Wallner, you go into the office. You need to give me another perception check. You step into the room, and you don't see him. The room is like it's a back office. There's a desk with some papers on it. There's a couple of boxes over there. You see like some jars full of like something on the desk too, but there you don't see a person in here.
I'll hold this man in front of me and start walking towards the desk.
Alrighty.
Check behind the desk.
You check behind the desk and you don't see anything. Lurley, you're up. What's your dexterity actually? Probably not high as a rogue.
My dex is 16, so modifier 3.
Okay, so you can go first then. Tied him.
Okay. Really, without me being able to see them, I'm just gonna stay there, kind of shielded on the doorway,
Yep.
so that I've got.
You can
something at
prepare
the
an
back.
action to do something.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is I'm gonna pull out my stencil in one hand, and I'm gonna have the flame blade in the other, and just like ready to react at the first threat that I can lash out at.
Okay. Give me another perception, Walner. All right. Is that what it was? Does a 5 hit you? I don't think a 5 hits you. Just you don't even know how you missed it. There was this shadowy part in the corner where this shape comes out and goes, and then he instead of doing, he managed to shoot the floor in front of you. It looks like he stumbled a little bit, and he looks at you, and it's just a
Looks like I
tiefling
can see
guy.
him.
Yeah, you can see him now. He fucked up so bad you can see him. He's like,
Boy.
Lurley, you see a actually, yeah, doorway. There's absolutely no way. You see a shape lean out of the doorway.
The same doorway that I'm in.
That you're looking at. You were watching for any
Okay,
threat.
so like
Yeah.
a cross.
Yes, you see it. He's leaning.
Okay.
Taking aim at Balir.
Okay, so definitely hostile.
Oh yeah, not happy. Not a
Okay,
happy
and
man. You can take
this
your
is
action
across
before.
the hall
Yes,
from
you
me?
can take an action before him. Yes.
Okay. Okay, hold on.
I didn't think we would need a
I'm
map for
checking
this
to
because
see
I
what
did not
something does.
expect this fight to go this
No, and
way.
that's fine. I can envision it. I was just trying to think of. Okay, so that doesn't work. Okay, so in that case, I am going to using my stencil quickly cast Dancing Darkness, and I'm gonna have the darkness take the shape of like the humanoid figure, and have that shadowy form like rush towards that face, like is it like someone charging them, startling them.
Okay. This, all
Um,
right.
do they believe me? Do they think that they're in danger?
I mean, there's gonna be a shape running at him. I'm gonna go with yeah. He goes to shoot the Shadow Man that's now running at him. If the Shadow Man was tangible and able to be hit, he probably would have been hit there. But it just goes straight
Okay,
through.
so-
Belir,
I'm just gonna stand at the defense.
you see the Shadow Man burst into being and run at the doorway, and that's you're able to spot him as well. He was clearly aiming at you and turned to shoot the Shadow Man.
You think you can hide from me? I don't hear with Stardust.
All right, Stardust.
Stardust.
Yeah.
Doesn't it's that's no save? He's just covered in glitter now, right?
Yeah.
Yep. He's.
Yes.
Ah. Now I'm gonna move a little closer to the door. And yeah.
He's like, fuck.
Can everybody see the Stardust?
Yeah.
I look at Belir and go, "You must do that for me for my next performance." It's gorgeous.
Arkrag, there's a glowing man in the doorway.
What is Habe doing?
Habe is still being held by Hemlock as Hemlock's turned to look at the back office still.
Oh, I thought that the guard holding Habe is the one that got shot. Okay,
Yeah, there
so-
was Habe and the guard were picking up Habe one by each arm, so now Habe's like leaning down as Hemlock's got his other arm. Because they were carrying him like his feet dragging the floor.
All right, I am going to charge at the one that is being brightly outlined right now,
Okay.
and I'm going to take a two-handed swing at him and try to crack him across the jaw with the flat of my blade, doing
Nice.
non-lethal damage.
Alrighty. Take a swing.
Nick rolls a net.
Nat 20. Head just
Yeah.
twists all the way around.
It still does non-lethal damage.
Yeah, you did double his HP and non-lethal damage. He's still dead.
It's a 14 even hit. Well, it's 16 for charging. Yeah, plus 2. For
Okay,
charging,
yes,
right?
then yes, you do hit. And you run up and you crack this dude across the Johnny. His head spins and it smacks into the side of the door. Pow! He goes back onto the ground. Boom.
Dead.
Nope, unconscious.
Okay.
He's here.
And he's wrapped in tentacles.
And glowing. Poor guy.
Not a good 6 seconds for him.
Cause you had a bad day.
One down, one to go.
All right, well, in there, you see this guy has stumbled out of the darkness and just looking at you.
I'm gonna throw the body at him.
Oh my! He's not dead. You're holding a living
I
human
know,
being.
But it's collateral. I'm not killing him. I'm trying to pin the dude up.
You
against
can
the wall so I
easily
get my
kill
hands on him.
someone doing this. Go for it. Give me a strength check. You hurl his body at him. This meant you turn, grab him by his throat and his groin, and you just...
Need to be taught the value of human life, won't there?
I'm gonna pin him up against the wall, and then I'm gonna grab the little fucker. Alright?
Oh, wait, I thought you were throwing the body.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna throw the body and use the body to pin him up against
So
the wall.
you're
while I
actually
run
just
up there.
running at him with the body.
Wow! Oh my god!
Grab him, sleepy guard.
Yeah.
Get him. What are you doing?
This is
This
a WWE move if I've ever heard of one.
Ba-da-da-da. You do shove him into the wall with the body, and the dude's like, "Stop it! What are you doing?"
Now I'm gonna grab him by the head. I'm gonna run over there and grab him by the throat.
You don't have improved grapple, but he's also not armed because he had a fucking blowgun out. So, roll a CMB.
I didn't cry at every
That's pretty fucking good. Woo, woo! You grab him by the throat. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
You pin this guy up
doing
the
like the
chest.
wrestling thing, like one hand under the thigh and one at the neck, and just like
That's what he did. He slams him into the wall and then just grabs him by the neck and just.
this is fabulous.
All right, Lirley. You hear a slam come from the other room, and then
I guess he decided it was green.
Yeah.
Yellow light.
Yeah. Because I mean, Dude Man across the way, he's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Is there? Can I see him now?
No,
Like,
it's in the office. You'd have to go.
the
You'd have to.
tiefling guys.
Yeah, it was the
Like, I
tiefling
don't
guy.
know.
It was a tiefling.
It was one of the
Yeah,
tiefling guys.
that's one of the tieflings.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so shoot. So I know there's still number 2. And I can't see any other threats around.
Nope.
And I'll head towards the office cautiously and kick the little tiefling guy on the way.
Didn't like you when I first met you, and you just showed that I was right.
You come in and you see Walnir pinning the deputy up, which is he's using to pin up the other tiefling, and he has the other tiefling by the throat. And the tiefling's like getting pushed up against the wall a little bit. And he's like
Well, yeah. Well, it's good you got this little tiefling bastard. I don't know that's the best thing to be doing.
Shall
Yellow,
I snap
yellow.
his little fucking neck?
No! No. Put the deputy down.
All right.
I'm gonna back
Tief-
up and let the deputy drop, and then just hold the tiefling up by his
No.
throat.
Okay, and since he grabbed the tiefling, then I just stand there at the ready and go, Greg,
You needed.
He's trying to break free and is failing. He's like trying to slip out. Balir, it's your turn. That's it. The other one's unconscious.
I hear screaming and going to the back room.
You see, there's the deputy like crawling away. this tiefling's being held up by the wall, like clearly like slapping on his arm, trying to make him let go.
Can I just hit him with a staff in the head?
Yeah, roll it.
I hope he doesn't die.
Oh! That's it. He's not going down. Craig, you're up. This dude's having a terrible day. He's clubbing right in like above the eye.
Lear hits
So-
him. I holler,
You weren't supposed to hit him. Oh my! What?
So I've seen Walnir, Learlay, and Balir all rush into this same room after this one tiefling, and I hear like a gurgling noise. Like,
Yeah. And then you hear a thunk. Yep.
Okay. I walk over to the one that's down and out, and I begin to tie him up with my really fancy rope that I bought.
All right, cool. Walnir, you're up. If you want to try to break his neck, you roll another CMB. I believe it's how it works in Pathfinder.
remember, I just begged you
I'm
to go yellow
Gonna
something.
try to knock him out by punching. I don't know.
Okay, you can roll. You can roll that. I don't think he can. I think he can make an attack of opportunity if he
Or,
was
like,
armed,
just
and he can't. He's
Mash
not.
his, like, hit his head up against the wall or something, try to knock him out.
Yeah, you're fine. Go ahead and deal damage.
What would I roll?
I think it's an attack roll, just a normal
Yep.
strength plus.
It's an
basic.
attack.
20
Yep.
plus strength.
That's an attack roll, and you could choose to deal non-lethal. So you can, you can inflict. It doesn't say how you inflict damage. So if you want to punch him, if you want to slam his head against the wall, if you want to Batista bomb him.
Flex his ass across
Yeah,
the room.
I'm a Batista bomb him. I'm gonna put his head like between my legs, pick him up, and then slam him down on the ground.
We've got all the wrestling references tonight.
All right.
So is strength?
That's not quite a Batista bomb. Yeah, no, it's an attack roll. It's your strength bonus plus your base attack bonus, which should be 4. You guys have a 4 or level 5? I can't remember.
We're level 5.
Okay, so it's 5 plus your strength modifier, which should be 4. So
My
9.
modifier is 5.
Oh, sorry, so it's plus 10. 1d20 plus 10.
Slash E.
If you're gonna be Batista bombing people, you got to figure out your unarmed strike bonus. I don't remember how much does an unarmed strike do. Is it 1d3 base? Plus just
1d3 plus strength.
yeah. Right, roll 1d3 plus 5.
God, what is your strength?
20.
It's a fucking 20.
Holy.
No shit, a 20. He had an 18 with the, because he's a human, with that +2 starting base, and then he had the +2 for his ability score increase.
Wow. Well played, sir.
All right, with the bonk on the head, and this guy's he's not very scary. You pick him up, and he just goes out.
What
Wow.
the nine hells was that? Looking over my shoulder, I'm tying this other one.
The little tiefling jerks.
She looks up at Walner.
You did all right.
I know.
This one is clearly alive still. You did all right. I know.
I don't think we wanted to.
Well,
kill
I'm gonna
him,
pick him up by the shirt and walk back into the lobby.
All right. So you got him by the back of the shirt, so his arms and stuff are dangling.
Yeah, he's just like. Whenever I pick him up off the ground, his legs and his feet are like dangling.
He's like, oh.
He's rather gruff, isn't he?
Sheriff, did you bring any extra manacles?
Of course I did. And he reaches into his bag, his manacles. Is that all of them?
So far,
This is
That
all
we
the
know
teeth. I'm gonna manacle the one that I had tied up, and then I'm gonna take my rope and untie it and put it back on in my pack.
I didn't kill this one, correct?
Neither, I didn't kill this one either. I don't really think we need to kill them. Like, they're acting suspicious, so they may know something. Interrogation may be called for later.
Oh, Hemlock's. Oh, yeah, we'll interrogate him, but they just tried to, kill one of my men. So they're hanging either way.
Definitely not like to see that.
Oh, no, I'll send them to
try to find-
Magnamar. We don't do hangings here. I'll send them to Magnamar, have them deal with it. Trying to kill a man of the law. That's not a good thing. I guess they thought they could take us all down with whatever the poison was, and he looks to his deputy, who's like just kind of, he's behind the counter, just leaning. He seems to be fighting it off a little bit. You all right? And he's like,
I look at Abe. Where is the damn basement?
And he's like, just kind of looks defeated at this point. Like, right there. He
Good boy.
And I boop him on the.
All right. He's like, good job cooperating. You're gonna want to do that. Otherwise, I'll tell them that you told them to attack the men of the law, which means you'll just get the same sentence. And Abe just kind of looks even more defeated at that. And the door he points you to kind of looks like it is halfway disguised to be part of the wall. It's like one of those things where it's like it's a hidden door, where it just is meant to be unobtrusive, not necessarily to actually be something secretive, just so it looks nice. But it is the door to the basement. It is locked, but you do have the key. So you just
Pull out the key and.
it opens with no fuss, just whoop, nice and smooth, no noise,
It doesn't even creak.
not a creak. It is nice and smooth.
I like wince at it as it doesn't creak.
Hello, Moto.
All right.
So, Balia, what are we gonna do with this one? What do we want to do here?
We've still got the other guy.
He's tied. One's tied up and the other one's in manacles.
Yeah.
But, I mean, are we just leaving them here unattended?
Sheriff's over there.
Yeah,
They've
Sheriff's
already
like,
shown
I'll.
themselves-
I got one deputy still good to go, and the other one will be fine. I think in a little bit. I'm fine.
Wait a minute. I don't think we're rushed right now.
He's like, I don't think there's gonna be any more problems here.
No, we were already told there were some sort of skeletal beasts down in the basement. So
Well, maybe there's gonna be more problems here then. I wish I'd have known that and I'd have brought more men.
I thought you ever heard us speak.
I didn't go in there with you.
Okay.
As long as they're locked up, leave them locked up.
Can we destroy them?
I mean, if you want, I would just say leave it, and we'll get the patients out and burn the place down.
But this is no. We could use
If
this
it's
place.
if it's used
Weird way of dealing with things.
if it's used for necromantic purposes, I don't want it around anymore. We already got enough cursed buildings and shit around here.
We could cleanse the necromantic crap out of here, and then we can use this as like a base of operations. This would be a wonderful.
Fine, kill the skeletons. Whatever.
place.
Yeah.
I'm sure Belier's people would love to have like a place to come when they're here, like a giant party house.
With padded room.
Well,
I thought they said that they didn't really care for structures like that.
I don't know.
They're more nomadic than that.
Well, that's fine. We'll just call this our base of operations. Two.
This time, it's personal.
Personal.
When you say our base of operations, are you referring to our as in Arkrag, King of Thistletop, or our as in this little traveling band? Or
Valier's face.
here?
It will be all of ours. I don't see a reason to let a good building go waste.
I agree. I'm just asking what the circumstances you suppose of divvying this up. Not to mention, the proper owner, because Habe already said that he didn't own the place. Somebody else did.
Yeah, but if they were going to burn it down, then it would.
Hey,
be fine anyway.
hey, Zach. My roommate owned it.
The necromancer. Necromancer.
Yes, he funded everything.
Really?
He wanted a place that would be, not looked at by most people. And the sanatorium was a good cover, and I actually wanted to help people. I thought, even though the money was coming from a bad place, it could be used for good reasons, and that was okay.
So you hired assassin tieflings to clean up.
No, they're just criminals. They're not assassins. They're not very good at what they do, obviously. They either hit your man with a sleet dart. If it was an assassin, it'd be lethal.
Oh,
He does
I can
have a
get it.
point.
well, we'll have to discuss things with Kai when we get back. Kai Larzuzarden, or whatever his name is.
I can't pronounce it either. I don't know where the hell he's from.
Well, we have
I suddenly don't feel as good about him being left back unattended. I mean, granted, there's people there, but this is sounding more and more of a formidable personality than we supposed.
Unless
think
he
he-
can cast a spell with his toes, I don't believe he's going to be able to do anything.
I think he was just rich.
Oh, yeah. Well, that makes sense too. That probably also makes sense as to why he didn't give a shit that we took his wands and his potions and stuff.
That is a fair point.
Fucking nope. Okay, let's go check this down.
Goddamn key!
What? What did you say?
No, I'm not saying that again because I can't believe it came out of my damn mouth in the first place. She moves on, just kind of like, no.
Fair enough.
I'm a king. You heard her say shit. She said I'm a king. Right? All right. Let's. Who's going first? Would you like me to lead the way? Up to you. I'm not making calls because I don't boss people around.
Dark Craig, you can take the lead.
I'm right behind you. Let's roll.
All right.
Your best
I'm gonna-
buddy.
Right
Stabs
in
you.
the back.
I'm gonna sneak down the stairwell, being as quiet as possible, with my sword at the ready.
What do I smell?
Give me your stealth and your perception if you're being sneaky and you're smelling. Uh-oh. I think I just broke it. Oh, no, I think
What
I
did
just
you
broke
do?
it.
No, I just heard things go poo poo.
Yeah, things are booping, but I think I broke my browser here.
Oh no.
I did the wrong thing. Yep.
He broke a data browser.
If it makes you feel better, I rolled a 15 on stealth and a 13 on perception, 17 with scent.
Okay. You can a few steps down, probably like 5 feet, because it seriously just goes straight down. It goes down a little bit, and then it starts to curve, and then it goes down again, and it starts to curve. Probably like 2 stories down. Like, it is an extremely deep basement, and kind of unusually deep basement. About halfway down, you start to smell like some foul smells, a little bit of rot, maybe rot, and it's just
I think something's shit in here.
hold on.
Right of me.
Dice roller broke.
It's certainly not very pleasant.
I'm a strong suit, my friend.
Oh my god. Could be worse. It could be a 1.
Did that fix it? That did not fix it. Hold on, I have to fix the dice. Please stop rolling things!
I think they rolled their stealth.
Gotta be sneaky.
The dice broke because my Chrome locks up anytime I press the wrong button there.
Oh no.
Oh god. You get some behind the scenes on how it's done.
Tell me when I'm free to roll again.
You can go ahead now.
So the walls here, are they made of stone
Yep.
or wood?
It's stone.
Damn.
Good lord.
Yeah.
Lurley has vanished. There we
I
go.
merge with the shadows and shift out of vision.
I'm looking like straight ahead. I'm not even paying attention to who's behind me. I'm just like,
All right. Yeah, the stank.
Stank is real.
Yeah, the stank is coming up there. You can smell it. Belier's kind of stealthy. Walner is like, he's trying to sneak down with the sword, scraping the wall every now and then with the sword.
I got it in my hand. It's just like scraping the top of the ceiling or the hallway.
What are you doing?
I'm not very good at.
Obviously.
You can hold it in a different manner.
Flips upside down, starts scraping the floor.
Oh, damn it!
Alrighty. Craig, you eventually get to the bottom, and you just see a well-lit room that kind of looks like a boring wizard office kind of deal. There's a couple of desks. There's some books stacked up. There's some scrolls. There's another little desk that looks like you could maybe sit on the floor with a pillow next to it. And you see like a big metal door at the end with an iron viewport in it with bars in it. There's a what looks like an operating table off to the one side. It's a pretty big room. But I mean, there's some nice tapestries on the wall. Some Naruto wall scrolls.
kind of like walk out into the room. I'm like,
Seems to be clear.
And the room is lit by just a bunch of torches.
I'm going straight towards that locked door.
All right. You go look in the locked door, and you see a couple of like weird ass zombie mishmash things just standing there. And they're standing next to each other in the room. They don't react to you at all.
Walk away.
All right. It looks like if you combined two dog rib cages, stuck them together, then put way too many legs on it, and then put a dog head coming out of the middle of it, looking around.
That's
Bunch of
horrifying.
Yeah.
meat and bones in this room, guys.
On the desk itself, you see a couple of crystals. They look like maybe quartz, but way more shiny and they're a little bit more translucent than quartz would be, like purple quartz, shiny and translucent. But it does look a little bit like quartz. Then what else is there? I had a complete brain fart. I just lost everything.
Spell book should be in there. I think
Oh
is
yeah,
what
the
it
spell
said.
book is in the hidden compartment under his table or in his desk, and he told you how to get to that, and you go there now, and it pops right out. And the spell book
What's
is
the
in there.
spell book? What's it look like?
It is a plain leather book, no symbols on it and nothing. It's very boring.
This man has absolutely no aesthetic.
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic.
All of the crystals are magic, and there is a conjuration and necromancy aura on them.
That's it.
That's the only like blatant magic. Yeah, that's pretty much the only thing. Must have been carrying everything on him. There's on the desk itself. There's this little box. Looks like a music box, but I mean that's not magical. There's various knickknacks. There's paper strewn about. One of the pieces of paper is actually magical, so probably a scroll if you had to take a wild guess.
Let me point that out to our Craig. Yeah, it's just check out that piece of paper right there.
What you got?
Trying
It's-
to figure out what's on it.
Cast read magic
And not recite it. I'm just gonna cast read magic and just kind of like look over the thing to see if I can't determine what it
You don't just want to read it out loud and hope for the best. It's like a suicide spell on it. Oh, you just die.
What a prank!
Those are probably the stones that he was talking about. He was trying to create some sort of
Super
magical gem that would,
He said they were already a thing. He was trying to improve them.
yeah, they're supposed to make undead not crave meat and be violent and stuff such as that.
Yep. The scroll is vampiric touch.
Ooh. I put the scroll in the spell book. And I put the spell book in my backpack. We'll
Okay.
take a look at this when we get back.
All right. I mean, other than that, there's like he has various personal belongings. It's just like a crappy little bed. There's a. He clearly isn't living in luxury. For someone who's supposedly so rich, he has a chest with clothes in it. All the clothes are plain and boring. There's like a mandolin. That's probably the most expensive thing in here that isn't magical.
Oh. And it's well made.
It's all right. It's not masterwork or anything, but it's an all right mandolin.
Walk into a man's house and
Take.
hack his instruments.
Um,
Can I search for hidden passages or anything?
Yeah, go ahead. That's a perception.
Ah,
Maybe we should take these stones with us.
You don't find anything.
Well, I agree we should with the stones, but you know,
and I pick up the mandolin, and I'm just gonna roll oratory because it's something that I haven't put any points in,
Yeah.
and strum on it a little bit. What's the tone sound like? Like, is it in tune? And if it's out of tune, does
It-
it sound like if
It sounds like it's in tune. Yeah, it sounds all right. You're just not doing a very good job at it. You're not a strings
Right.
person.
I'm gonna whisper to
When-
Arcrag and be like, I thought she said she was good.
when it makes the like ding 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 kind of sound.
Yeah.
Literally gets like, I get a smirk on my face and kind of smile at it and set it back down. And for the first time in a little while, she looks kind of relaxed and just kind of walks forward.
The crystals would be a good idea, I think.
Well, with that face, you can look again if you want. If you think there's more there. If you think there might be some more secrets around here. But that's up to you. Anybody else looking for secrets?
I am. There's got to be something else.
What do you want to do with those zombie dogs?
That's pretty good question. I'm gonna go over here and have a look at them first.
Like I said, both of them are the 2 rib cages with too many legs and a head poking out, and they're just sitting there. They don't react to you at all. The head looks at you and then it just looks back. Like they're just sitting there staring at the wall. Walner,
What did he
you find a bed.
And he finds a bed.
Yep. You also find a music box that was sitting in clear, plain view, open on the desk. What was that, Lorelei?
For these dogs, can I tell, like, I mean, obviously they're a magical creation, but are they something that's like a Frankenstein's monster kind of jalopy, or are we talking like, I mean, what kind of, are they more like a homunculus kind of thing? Or are they more construct? What's the deal?
You
going
roll
on with
Arcana.
it? Okay.
Necromancy is not your forte.
True.
Yeah, it might be like create undead or something, but you don't know. You ain't never seen one of these things before.
I'm gonna open the music box.
I don't know how I feel about those things. They disturb me. I think they should just be put out of their misery. We should get rid of these things.
What is that?
The music box opens up and it creates like a full. It's not like a tinny little music box sound. Like it is a full music sounding thing. Like there's people playing instruments. It sounds like.
Damn, this thing's badass. You guys hear this?
It's magical.
Now that are you still detecting magic, Valir?
Oh yeah.
Now that it's open, you're seeing magic.
If he can hide that inside of a box.
You need to give me a will save, Walner.
Oh Lord. I swear to God, if this barbarian attacks me again.
Oh!
Oh my god.
As you're
No,
sitting
that
there,
was wisdom. Hold on. Oh yeah, that was
that's
wisdom.
will. As you're sitting there talking. Give me a perception, Arcrag.
Okay, a 20.
You notice that he goes slack jawed and is just like.
Oh, that's actually pretty handy. Yeah, just. I don't know. Should we snap him out of that? Because
Valir, give me a will
actually kind
save.
of nice.
I'll walk over. I'm gonna shut that fucking music
Yeah,
box.
you goes and is slammed shut.
I'm gonna put it in my pocket.
Yep. Walner snaps out of it as soon as the music cuts out. It's,
That was amazing.
That was some good music.
Good stuff, right?
Now
That's
that was real music.
That's pod racing.
It was magic.
Yes, it was magic. There was nothing real about that.
He goes to open it
Of
again.
course you liked it. That's what the magic did. Was it made you like it?
You guys in here?
Oh, I heard it.
I heard it. I felt it.
Thought it was good, right?
It was too good.
Thankfully, he closed it. It was
Well,
exactly. You said it well. Too good.
Would you like to open it again?
Lear has it. Put it
I
in his
know.
pocket.
All right. Okay. Is anybody else looking again? Searching around. I don't. Belir wanted to search again. I think. I don't.
I'll search.
Okay. If you don't want to search, I don't care because I don't know if there's anything to find anyway.
I'm gonna pick up the bed.
All right. You lift the bed up.
Or anything under the bed.
Belir, you don't find anything again. There's some dust bunnies and a rat goes away.
Take 20 if you take time, can't you?
Yeah, you can take 20 on any check as long as there's no chance for failure, and there is no chance for failure here.
I could take a 20 then.
It takes you 20 minutes. You guys gonna hang out for 20 minutes while he looks around?
Hell yeah, we're investigating a possible crime scene.
All right, you're like sliding along on the ground.
I got a 30 and a 34 for the scent portion of the perception.
All right, the scent portion doesn't matter, but you and Belir come across at about the same time. The floor is like stones kind of interlaid, and occasionally the pattern doesn't quite match up, and there's a little hole in there. But one of them there's a hole, and you like push the hole. You find the hole could actually push, kind of like a button maybe.
You see that?
I'm gonna check this.
All right.
Walnut, stay over there.
The
How is
fucking
this gonna be?
he finds another music box.
Shit.
What is it to check for, like traps or anything? Is it a device or?
It's perception specifically on the device because there's a chance for failure for this. Jeez. All right, you don't feel like it's trapped or anything. Like you just with the probing you're doing and it's like probably not trapped.
Press it. I'm gonna scurry to the other side of the room.
Oh wait, I could have. Shit.
You press it, and the wall behind the bed, like you're, and dust like shoots out of a crack, and it like fades back a little bit.
No way, man. This Rich was just living like this. Oh no.
All right, you gonna slide the door open?
Yeah.
I'm not.
All right, Walner. It looks like it's gonna be heavy, so you kind of put some effort into it, and you like do that thing where you pick up a suitcase that's like you think is full, but it's not. But it slides like nothing. It's like it slides open, and then you see there's just like probably about waist high on our crag of these clear jars with people in them and fluid.
Oh.
And there's like 5 on each wall. And attached to these things are these things going into them. And like there's a spike that goes into it, and it goes like they're crouched down like this a little bit, and it's going into their neck. And then there's a tube going from all of them, linking into this thing on the back wall. That's just another little jar like this, and it's just like something dripping into it. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Don't touch that.
Should I go get the deputy?
Yes, definitely.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna run upstairs and get the sheriff.
All right. Hemlock is up there, and his deputy is actually waking up now. You see him, he's like moving around. You guys are down there a while. What's going on?
You might want to come down here and look for yourself.
Hemlock comes down. He's like, "This is really deep," and he stops as he looks inside. Oh no!
That room's also full of skeleton dogs.
Who cares about skeleton dogs? What the hell is this?
At that point, Arkrag's probably in there, like studying it right now with detect
Like,
magic, and he's like trying to glean what the hell this is.
All right, you can give me Arcana for this. All right. With that, at some point you probably came across one of these things, like just a scrap of knowledge of the Arcanarium that somebody left lying around that they shouldn't have been. But the thing that it's all dripping into, you've vaguely heard about something called a pain extractor. And then looking at the other things, these people in the jars, most likely still alive in that suspended thing, and whatever is stabbing them in the neck is causing them massive amounts of pain, and it's being sucked out and turned into a liquid form.
Liquid pain.
Liquid pain. And the pain itself can be used to make magical items and as a component for spell casting to make your spells even more powerful. But it's evil as fuck.
Sin magic? Would I know if it's sin magic of some sort?
I mean, theoretically it could be used for sin magic for sure, but I mean, it's just magic in general. Like, this is a... Sin magic's an ancient thing. This is like a new thing.
Magic of pain.
Study it further and see if we can figure out how to get these people out without killing them.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, you could probably just pull the things out very carefully and then get the people out, and they'd probably be all right. They might not be so well mentally because they're not moving, but they're still fully conscious and aware of what's going on.
Okay, so
This is horrible.
if they're conscious and aware of what's going on, which I'm pretty sure they are, do we have a way we could maybe keep their attention, or I don't know, fascinate them?
Wait, actually, possibly.
Like keep them
I don't
still during the
know.
process.
I mean,
Give me another just knowledge arcana archive. This is related to it.
you try perhaps.
I mean, this is a little bit more common knowledge. The liquid that's in there, probably a paralytic, in addition to keeping them alive. If you had to
Oh.
guess. And why they're not thrashing around.
Interesting. So the liquid keeps them in this static torpor where they cannot move.
So we just stop the liquid then.
No, we just have to be very careful removing the needles and then get them out of the liquid.
Stop the liquid and then let them remove their own damn needles.
I don't think you have any concept of what these people are going through right now.
Apparently not.
Imagine the worst thing you've ever felt and multiply it by the worst thing you've ever felt by 1,000.
Okay, and?
You're no help.
I see a bunch of people laying there.
No, there are a bunch of people in jars filled with liquid, with needles, long needles jammed through their neck.
Yeah, into their spine.
They're not laying anywhere.
Yeah, they're not laying the
floating in
thing.
jars of liquid.
Okay, so where it was muted from me coughing, apparently I missed the jar
Yeah,
thing.
they're in jars, like floating in the fetal position with a thing going into their neck.
That changes everything.
Yep.
Should we get the priest?
No, I'm sure his hands aren't even half as steady as some of ours. I'm not very dexterous, but I could try. Worst case scenario, I kill one.
Well, we got what, 4 chances?
There's
Don't
5
say.
on each side.
We want to.
Well, we got 10 chances.
No, we want all 10s, all of them, to be successfully extracted alive.
Yes, true. But if we end up killing one, I'm sure they would rather die than keep going through this. So it's a win-win in a way.
Wait!
Or we
Did you
get
just
blamed for the
admit to
murder.
magic? He just admitted to magic. He acknowledged that they're going through this torment and torture, which is being achieved through magic. You acknowledged magic's existence.
I would imagine if there was a needle sticking through my spine, they would be pretty painful.
competent enough to create the substance that's this torture, this thing. You literally just said that they were going through this horrible existence.
Okay.
So you're saying that it's just the needle.
Well, as
No.
she's arguing, I'm going to walk up and attempt to extract a needle.
All right. If you're being careful with it, so there's when you're pulling it out, like it's locked into a space. So as long as your hands aren't like horribly like unsteady, you can pull it out. You just got to be very careful with it. There's no roll involved. There's
Okay. I'll slowly work it out.
Yep, it's like it slides right out.
Stuff right there.
Yep, it slides out, and the needle is probably about that far into the going down into the neck.
I'm going to pull the person free from his or hers or their prison.
All right, you gonna do that before you pull the thing out of everybody else's neck?
No, I'm gonna pull it out of everybody else's neck and slowly take each one out one
Okay.
at a time.
Okay.
So they
The first one you let out, as soon as you get out of the thing, it's like maybe 30 seconds after they get out of stuff, just starts immediately screaming at the top of their lungs. And then, like trying to start moving more.
Calm them down. Calm them down. Don't let them thrash about too much, and do not hurt them.
Don't you should have tied them up. What the hell?
She looks around. His rope is gone. Is there anything that we could secure them with or attempt to?
They stop screaming and just start like gasping, and they just curled back up when they're laying on the ground.
I'm sorry. I know it hurts. I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm trying to get you away from this pain.
They don't say anything. They're just sitting there gasping for air.
What do y'all think that was, Billy? Like a startle reflex or something? What is that?
I think they just started feeling pain again.
I think they were feeling
That's
pain
freaky.
the whole time. I'm gonna continue this until they're all free.
All right. The whole thing goes through the same thing. Every single one screams for a minute, and then they just stop. It's like they realize that they can scream again, and then the pain's gone, so they just curl up.
After all is said and done, I will go grab the jar and remove it from its pedestal.
It is this just angry green liquid. It's probably about a quarter of the way full.
Anybody got a vial or something I can put this in?
Yeah. I hand you a couple of vials that'll hold it all.
Slowly and carefully pour it into the vials and stopper it off.
The smell is hard, like vile smell. Just like sweat, and you know that the sour feeling you get in your chest when like you get a shot of adrenaline, like when you get scared. It somehow smells like that. Like that immediately comes to mind. It's like, ugh.
It's very strange and overpowering smell.
It's very viscous too. It's like almost like syrup.
I may have thrown up a bit in the back of my mouth.
Is that the secret to the syrup?
I hope not.
You just had the same thought I did.
Damn.
Good.
Somebody's sneaking up on you, Reen.
I see this. It's chasing me.
Alrighty.
Is that Munchkin? They
So,
went to the screen.
After you do that, you notice on the desk there's a couple of other things. And the thing that it was on actually has some drawers in it stuff too. If you want to look through those real quick.
Help me look through the rest of this. This is definitely more than what I had expected
Yup.
down here.
Most of the things are just papers and notes on like the extractor himself. Like he clearly built most of this himself from scratch. A couple of them are patient notes. From what it looks like, these are people that were brought to the sanatorium and then he pulled them down in here.
And
So
does it have
it was people that no one would miss.
does
Crazy.
it have Kai's name on any of this?
No, I mean he doesn't. He's not like signing everything with like
Okay,
Kai
okay.
with a heart dotting the I. But it is in the same script, like the same handwriting as the other stuff out there in the room. One of the things you find that's kind of strange is there's a box that has like a little container in it, and there's teeth in it. Like there's 3 teeth. There's 4 slots, but there's 3 teeth.
Okay.
And if you're detecting magic, they are magical.
Well, that's interesting. Let's get all this together. Finish whatever I'm sure we need to go through and check on all the patients here. If we're taking the doctor with us and there's nobody left to clean and no other staff, well, I'm sure the patients aren't going to be all right by themselves locked up in the rooms, correct?
But I can leave deputies here to make sure they get their food and water until we can find something to do with them. They're not really well to go on their own. I think one of them is a lycanthrope. If I remember right, that's what Haig said. Who's that?
Well, yeah, let's leave. Probably want to leave a few deputies here.
Oh yeah,
How
I'm
many
gonna
came
send.
with-
I'm gonna send more. There's only 2 came with him. It's like I can stay here if you want to send more deputies.
How about we stay here until the deputies arrive?
All right, that sounds fine to me. Oh, the teeth, they had evocation magic on them, if you were wondering.
Evocation?
Yep.
Magical teeth and funky sludge.
Yup.
Funky pain. That I'm a drink.
You want to drink the liquid pain. I mean, that'd be
Sounds like a
easy
mean
way
hot
to
sauce,
just
sir.
Yeah, it does.
Liquid
that would-
pain.
Be an easy way for you to figure out truly that magic does exist. I wonder what would happen. I pull one of the vials out and I look at it. And I look over at Walter. No, this is evidence. We need this right now. I put it back in my. So we're gonna stay here for the night, and before
It's like, I
we're
mean,
gonna go ahead and take.
I feel like you guys could get there faster, but I mean, whatever you guys want to do, because you guys would be better. Do you expect an attack or something?
I mean, this place is kind of creepy. There's still. You know what? We'll kill the zombie shits first, and then we'll go get somebody and bring them back. As long as the dogs are gone, I feel a little bit better knowing that y'all are not here with those. I don't know what this man has been doing, or if there's any sort of fail safes to this. I have no idea, but I don't like it, and his creations do not need to continue.
All right. How are you gonna deal with the skeleton dog things? You're gonna open it up and fight
The
them?
door.
Yeah.
How is it locked or anything?
Yeah, it's locked.
Key.
See if the key works.
Yeah, it unlocks it.
All right. Gonna slowly pull the door open. Keep an eye on the dogs.
They have no reaction to you coming in.
I'm not going in there.
No, they have no reaction to you opening the door either. They stand there. The head turns to look at you, and then it stops. Goes back to his.
I'm gonna pull some. I have a jar of lamp oil in my bag.
Okay.
Throw it at him. Shut the door.
They have no reaction to being covered in lamp oil. They are now burning
these
skeleton
flames.
dogs.
Now burning skeleton dogs, yes.
And they have no reaction to burning. They are standing there.
Alright.
Do they eventually
Die. Watching these things burn.
I mean, they're just magically animated bones. It doesn't really do too much. It burns off of them when they're still standing there. Now they're charred bones standing there looking at you.
I mean, eventually bones will burn down into ash.
You gotta
and
throw some
nothing
more oil
else,
on
you
them.
I'm out of oil.
Is there another way to create a very hot fire?
on here?
Try
Come
R.
here.
Craig's mixtape.
Alright.
Alright, when I open this door, you and I will go in there and crush these bones until they are powder.
Okay. Give it a green light.
Green light.
Okay.
They have
Alright, let's-
I'm stepping with him when we started beating the shit out of these bones.
every single hit you guys do. They have no reaction. The head turns to look at you and it watches it come down. They just kind of break and shatter.
Just stomping on the head while it slowly keeps trying to look up at me every
Yep.
time my foot goes up.
It has zero
I'm
reaction. the
starting to
entire time.
feel like we're destroying home decor for all the reaction that these things
It's
have.
rather macabre home decor. As I
That's-
call out as the sound of crushing bones.
Different people like different things, you know. I mean,
Some people like jars with people being tortured to death. And
well, no, but that's different. That's different. That's actually, you know, harming a soul. and
Lurlay's
whatever.
arguing with someone none of you can hear. Is it Pazuzu?
Do I realize that I'm carrying on this conversation with somebody?
If
that's
you
not
want to, if
technically
you want
there?
to, sure, why not?
I suddenly stop and go,
Sorry, thinking out loud again. Yeah.
I do that a lot.
and she continues to look around and. Yeah.
After finishing with the bones, I walk out and I lock the door.
Lock me in.
Oh, I'm sorry, Walner. Come on, click and open the door. Come on out.
Ow.
It's red light now. We're red light.
Some king, hey.
Can I do a
Those are
perception
the-
check in there in the room before I walk back out?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
It's a nice room.
It is a nice room and there's a whole lot of bone dust.
Walk out.
Well, I wonder what the command word was. I'm sorry. I was talking to myself.
Alright.
I think we're gonna find out now.
Alright, so you guys are done stomping bones. What are you gonna do now? Head back to town? Quickly? Because it's like 4 in the afternoon now. You'll get there around night
Yeah.
again if you leave right now and move fast in the wagon.
Alright, we're gonna leave you to this. Do you want to keep Habe here with you?
Yeah, we'll keep all the prisoners here. We'll make sure all the people are fine. Habe said they were already fed their dinner. They get fed on a strange schedule here. So they should be alright for the night, as long as you get some deputies here by the morning. Preferably by noon.
Alright, off we go.
So
then.
we need to send deputies back, okay?
If I need anything to convince the deputies that you are in need of their assistance.
Oh no, they'll trust you.
Yeah. Alright, let's go. Let's get out of this terrible place.
That's how the mood shifted. This place is so bad. Oh no, this place is horrifying. Yeah,
All
torture balls will do that to you.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Any conversation on the ride back?
That was very much unexpected.
It was quite disturbing. You handled yourself quite well. Y'all discovered quite a few things. I was proud of y'all.
Literally seems almost chipper, like overly complimentary, almost like she's just wanting to talk to fill the gaps so that certain things don't get talked about.
When you guys were leaving, the sheriff caught up with you. Bring Father Zentis and some acolytes so we can heal these people. I don't think they need to be moved right now, though. Not in that damn wagon, that's for sure.
This wagon would murder him.
This wagon.
Sounds good to me.
And he heads back in. He shuts the door. Alrighty. Well, as you guys are making any small talk you can to avoid talking about what you saw, a little bit out of Sandpoint, you know, even in the dark, like you can see Sandpoint off in the distance a little bit through the trees, and you see what looks like a fire in Sandpoint itself.
Is it a big fire?
It's pretty big, and it looks to be where the sheriff's office would be, if you had to take a guess.
Who's in the sheriff's office?
Fuck my
Never
book!
answered that nobody wanted to bring with us.
Go!
Alright. You make it into town, and despite the fire looking like it was very big, it's starting to be put out. Like, there's people still throwing water on it. One of the acolytes is like pointing above the thing, and it's like water, a big ball of water appears out of nowhere and falls onto it.
Did you save my book?
What happened?
There's a couple of deputies. One of them is like burnt very badly, being touched on by one of the other acolytes. Father Xantus is there. That prisoner you had somehow managed to get out of his restraints. One of the guards said he...
You lost our prisoner again?
You gave us someone that could cast magic! He spit on his hands and it came off!
His hands came off?
Not his hands, the manacles. He's like, blood, spit on it, and then the hands, he broke his hands out, and then he could cast spells again.
Well, that explains the missing tooth.
Yeah. I didn't think of that. It's really interesting. Okay. Did anybody see where he went?
Oh, he's over he's over there, and they point, and this like the necromancer is on the ground, like dead.
Dead?
He killed 3 deputies. I don't know. It's like he has like 3 arrows sticking out of his back. It's like he had spells. He threw them at us, and then he tried to get away. But we got some good archers, clearly. So no, we didn't lose your prisoner. He's right there. Would you like to talk to him?
If I had the capability.
You can check him. He might still have the book.
I'm impressed. I apologize. I acted in haste, and thank you.
He lit the place on fire, but we still put it out. I don't know what the plan was. It looked like he was trying to get away. But like I
I
said,
wouldn't check his body.
you find a book.
Hold it up in there.
Yes! Son of a bitch. At least he did something right. I walk over and I grab the book. Thank you, Volnir.
It is.
You sure you don't like reading?
It's still in good condition.
Father Santos, to give you more good news, you and some acolytes are going to need to get to the sanatorium because we found some shit.
What'd you find?
Extract.
What is a pain extractor?
It's 10 people in jars with giant needles stabbed in their spines.
Who did that?
That.
Point at the corpse.
He looks like, well, and he just spits on the corpse. And he's like, all right, I'll get some acolytes. We'll get over there and we'll fix them up best we can.
Hemlock requests that you bring some guards with you. They're going to need to hold the place down, and they have a few prisoners as well.
The deputy that met you looks around. He's like, we got a bunch of injured deputies. The acolytes are gonna fix them up. I guess we can send you like 4 or 5 more. I don't know if that's gonna be enough. We still need people to watch the streets.
It'll
We're
be enough
here.
to aid him, and then he can make arrangements if it doesn't meet his desires and needs.
All right, that's fine. We'll send 3. I can spare 4.
Do
That's
we
a good
need?
night.
Do we need to stay here and just send the acolytes, or do we need to go back with them? Santa or
I mean, if you,
Hemlock seemed.
as long as he seemed to have it under control, and just needs deputies to make sure it's all right, then I think you'd be okay to stay here if you wanted. It'd probably be good for the townsfolk to see you walking around anyway. Make them feel like everything's under control.
Reassure him, have a good night's rest. Then tomorrow we can see about heading out, to the mansion.
What mansion? This deputy is just.
I don't think we're going to be heading to the mansion at least in the next couple of days. It seems more like there's things that need to be handled at the sanatorium first, and we need to make sure things are all good here before we leave the people without protection.
It seems that the things at the sanatorium are sort of under control, and as for threats here, the only thing remaining would be your own possible kingdom, which you apparently have under control. Seems to me we need to be back on track after this lordship whatever that keeps also tiring to Foxglove's mansion. Not to mention this little summons that you had requesting your presence.
Well, that can take a back burner. We still have the issue of Suto running around gathering goblins that are not.
It's all. I think he's there. I think we'll find clues to Suto there. Because somehow I believe that Suto and this whole lordship craziness and the summons to you is all tied together. Because I'm still not convinced that he's not trying to pledge himself to your service as the new king of Thistletop.
So you think that Suto and his goblins are allied with a bunch of flesh-eating ghouls?
I think there's a lot of crazy shit going down that all seems to go back to Foxglove, so why not have that be part of it too?
We can check into the mansion as soon as we ensure the safety of this town and its people.
I don't
may not
understand why you're
give
suddenly so
orders.
concerned about the places here. I mean, all of y'all in general, I can understand Belia, he's from here. Y'all are just travelers like me. Why are you so invested in their well-being? I mean, I get we were making good coin, but this is like...
Maybe because
I don't
I'm a good
understand.
person. Did it ever cross your mind that you don't have to be invested in people to care about them?
I get that. I don't get this level of... I don't know how to explain it. It seems an odd commitment to me for somebody that you're not invested in any type of true alignment with. I don't know. I'm trying to understand it. I don't get it.
Through your reasoning, you are questioning me as to why I care about this place when you so thoroughly cared about Judavica when we only knew her for just a brief moment.
But she and I connected in a lot of ways. That it was like a type of sisterhood that's a different thing. That's an individual. That is not a full township. I mean, I don't... Anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Since we've been
I want to
here,
wait. As
we've
always,
saved
I'll
this town.
concede to the group.
What does everybody else think?
I walked off.
He is looking through the body, right? He's like, he grabbed one of the arrow shafts in him and pulled him up by it and was like going through his pockets, checking his
Oh.
teeth.
I love it.
We have a lot of, loose ends that we need to tie off. But like, this is my town. I don't want to leave the people here to be distraught while the guards are, running around cleaning up our mess.
come walking back, dragging the body, and I open his mouth, sure that he's
Smack.
missing a tooth, right in the middle of the conversation.
What are you
Hey,
doing?
look, he's
Warren?
missing a tooth.
I don't want to leave my people. Oh, look at this.
Well, that's
Sometimes I want to leave my people.
I left my people.
He's missing his back right molar.
Hmm.
And the teeth that were in there were molars.
You know, technically, Balir, your people did leave you. Remember, they took off to the other city and told you to catch up. If you know.
We didn't leave. They relocated.
I got ran off by my people.
They'll be back. If they left, wouldn't come back.
Okay. So like a vacation kind of thing.
Sure.
I need to go on vacation to see your grandmother.
So, are we going to stay and help the people or not? I mean, when the Swallowtail Festival happened and the goblins invaded, I mean, Lele, you kind of stepped up out of nowhere and you assisted the town. Nobody offered you anything to do this. Why did you do that and now you don't want to do it now?
Because then I was in specific danger. It was for my own well-being to help defend the town. This is like, I make an investment here in this. This is not my village I'm traveling through. I can see helping defend them during the crises, but I don't plan on staying here. I don't want harm for them, but I don't see why I should put my neck on the line for somewhere that I don't know how long I'll be here.
No, I don't know how long I'll be here either, but I do kind of like Amiko. She's pretty nice. Dex is a pretty cool fella. The sheriff's all right. Father Xantus has helped us out. There's probably countless other people who have been nothing but hospitable to us since we've arrived.
It seems like we've done quite a bit for them as well. It just seems like all debt should be even and equal, and continuing on with this other that it's just putting us deeper and deeper and more insinuated into their structures. And I don't know. Yeah, but for now, I'm with you. Whatever y'all decide, so be it. That's what we'll do, I guess.
Does Walner have an opinion?
I was fixing to tell you that I walked over to the kitchen place.
You went back to the Rusty Dragon. You're done.
Yes.
All right. Well,
I was going
Walner's
to tell
going.
them to fix the those waffles made out of the bread or whatever that Lurley likes. What is it? The nut bread.
You don't have. They can't make the bread. They don't have it. The
No,
Varisians
that's
make that.
John.
That's everybody's grandma. Yep.
I'm planning on staying here for the night before I make any.
You've already walked off. Everyone looks around. There's like the corpses laying next to you, and Walner's gone again. He's kind of like Batman. You turn around and he's gone.
Y'all
Hey,
really
you're
need
allowed
to
it all.
figure out a new schedule, a new signal for him.
You what?
Said I yellow lighted right on off.
I say we at least stay here long enough for the guards to make their way to the sanatorium, for the people there to be medically treated, brought back. And then we can talk to Mr. Habe more about his roommate, which I do not 100% trust that that is all he knew. And then we can go check out the misgivings and look into the off-the-wall idea that our friend Aldrin Foxglove is somehow wrapped up into all of this.
Seems like a solid line.
Okay.
Lele looks between the both of them.
But I mean, that is coming from
Whatever.
a crazy bugbear. So
idea where the thought comes from. I just don't know that I agree with the reasoning. But so be it.
All right. Well,
It's settled.
yep. There you go. Done with. All right. So you guys gonna head back to the Rusty Dragon and chill while they go do that then. So yeah.
I'm gonna cut the head off of the freaking necromancer.
Everyone kind of looks at you as you do that. It's like they look at you and one of the deputies like, "What are you doing?"
We have to make sure he's not a ghoul.
Just being careful.
The deputy looks down at him, and he looks at the burned up place, and he's like, "All right, good idea. Should we burn the rest of him?"
Bury the rest of him. Don't burn it. I'm gonna keep the head for now. Specifically so that nobody can cut his tongue out, because we may or may not soon enough be able to find a way to communicate with this individual in the afterlife, as long as some strange ritual isn't performed to prevent us from doing such.
Okay. Sounds
Glad I
good.
wasn't there to hear that.
All right.
Where is the local taxidermist?
Oh, I mean, Shalala can do taxidermy.
Okay, is there anybody who has?
Oh, in-house?
They have formaldehyde in.
Yeah, they
in
do.
this
Sure, why not?
I need a jar of formaldehyde large enough to store this head in until we can come across a way to question it.
Father Xantus! You got formaldehyde?
Oh,
He's like, what do you need formaldehyde for?
Yes.
Ah! Yeah, hold on. I need to go get supplies for the people anyway. And he runs. He goes back and says, I'll meet you at the end. I assume you're staying?
Yeah. Want some waffles?
Alright, well, you get your waffles. Later, Father Xantus comes in with a big bucket. It's not a clear one. He's like, I couldn't get anything. We use this to treat bodies, not to, put things in. So it's just a bucket with a lid. It's sealed, though. Alright.
Wow.
Like, why are you doing this?
Well, the bodies that we found previously that were murdered, they had their jaws and all cut out so that nobody could speak with their dead spirits afterward. If I can find a way to speak with dead, I would like the head to be intact so that it can be done. And I don't want the head to rot away, because we know how terrible that stinks.
That's fair enough. And he looks at it, he's like, well, I'll be back tomorrow, and I can speak with the dead.
Good.
Yeah, I can speak with the dead. That's not something I can normally do, but I can pray, and I can get that. That is
Give him
something.
a hug.
He's like, oh, please don't break my spine.
I'm not trying to. I'm just giving you a friendly hug.
That's
I
very-
appreciate everything you've done for me.
It's like, all right, I'll be back in the morning, afternoon at the latest, hopefully. As long as these people are treated, we're probably going to be bringing them back with us. We're trying to get a wagon with some actual support so we don't shake them to death.
Yeah, don't use our piece of shit.
Yep.
Dick was working on a suspension system for us. Perhaps see if he's got something developed that would aid.
Okay. I'll do that for sure. God, I am tired. All right, I gotta get out. I gotta get out of here and get on the road. We need to get there before it gets too late. The sooner we get these people treated, the better off they'll be.
Sounds good to me. Be safe out there.
Oh, I will. We're not going alone. There's a whole bunch of us going.
Smart.
Yes, but crazy things are afoot.
All right. That yawn was totally out of character because I'm exhausted. So I think it's a good point to stop it because I'm about.
I think we
I'm
all understand.
about to fall asleep here. So there was a major hint tonight on who the thing has been, who who the killer is. It was a major hint. If anybody noticed it or caught any theories, or has any new theories? Nope, nobody got it. All right. It's one of those things where when you watch a movie the second time through, you're like, oh, son of a bitch.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. I keep feeling like I should know, and I'm.
Who said it was Father Xantus? Was that you, John?
Yeah, that's the one that we were talking about the other day.
Father Xantus all along.
I don't think it was Father Xantus.
The call was coming from the church.
Boing, boing, boing.
It was that acolyte.
The
Talking
one
about him.
random acolyte,
That
Actually,
would be the
Skin Saw
one.
Man.
Yeah. Who is the Skin Saw Man?
Gonna get you.
He's gonna get you.
Don't know, but apparently he's gonna get us.
Go, we gonna get you.
Gonna get you.
Skin Saw Man gonna get you.
See, I swear, when you said that the first time, I lost it. I still, for like 3 days afterwards, dude, I would just think of you saying it, and I would bust out laughing.
Skin Saw Man gonna get you.
Yeah, it was great.
I'm gonna laugh
love
if it's
it.
Broderick Quint.
It's just the fucking scholar.
Yeah.
The stranger that shows up
No,
for weeks at a
because-
time.
No, because he said that, he was talked about way back at the beginning, and he wasn't. At least not to my knowledge. I don't remember him. I don't remember him being referenced.
They did.
remember Home
They mentioned a scholar that comes down from Magnamar, but I don't think he was ever mentioned by name.
Right.
Yeah.
Because
of
there was
people-
also the Leary was a Thessalonian scholar
Yep.
too, and Broderick didn't know her. So I don't know.
If R. Crag has any theories out of the people that he's met that would be the possible ones, I'm pretty sure he'd be thinking Habe right now. That's the only one that I can deduce or come to the conclusion that he would deduce out of everybody that would have been that.
And so, out of character, who you thinking then?
Out of character, I have no fucking clue on me. In character, I'm thinking it's R. Craig's thinking it's Habe probably, because I mean his roommate was using a paint extractor. He was taking people that he didn't think would be missed. Habe ran the sanatorium. He knew what was going on. He's just not saying what all he knew. So he has something to do with it, or at least he is. I think he's
I
a
think
key
he-
point.
Yeah.
All right, Walner, what are you
Yeah,
thinking?
maybe.
Father's Day.
You think it's Father Xantus? All right, so that's the running theory so far. We got 2 votes for Father Xantus, 1 vote for Habe, and 1 for Foxglove.
Well, she's backing off some from Foxglove, but Father Xanthus was the next suspicion after Foxglove.
Okay, so 2.5 for Father Xantus.
Well, in character,
Oh,
I
I
think
give that
I would
one.
agree that I think it's Eve. Out of character, I think it's Father's Day.
If I had to choose somebody out of character, I'd say it was Khazar Luzoran, and he used some sort of necromancy to alter a corpse to make it look like his. Because that
Well,
just sounds
that's
like
what-
something outrageous a fucking Pathfinder plotline would do.
Right.
Oh, I have deviated pretty significantly from Rise of the Runelords in a couple of different ways. So
I don't know any of it.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's like if you're thinking about it from the perspective of what would the Pathfinder writers do? They love doing complicated shit. It is deviated from there a decent amount.
My thing is, the original necromancy dude, I think that he's in with something somehow. Like, because I mean, I really feel like he was at least partially responsible for the whole Scarecrow deal going on.
He was not helping that for sure. He wasn't helping things.
Not helping it, but I think that he knew.
No, I
it
mean he
had
wasn't helping them.
connections.
Like he was not making things any better by being there.
Right.
So it's going to be
I think that maybe
interesting.
he had something more going on.
It's going to be an interesting thing next time. Skin Salt Man gonna get you.
Yeah.
I hope not. I don't want to die. I don't want to die to the skin soul man.
God,
But no,
there's
it
a whole lot left to do.
When we
I'll
return,
be
though,
honest, I've been confused as to who it could be. Sorry.
No,
I was just gonna say.
well, you go. Sorry.
I was just gonna say when we return to the inn, I'm going to torment Walnir with floating waffles.
All right. Well, yeah, I see it, Lurla, because you guys... I feel like I've been sprinkling enough hints that it should have been, like, possible to figure out, but it's one of those things where since I know what's going on, I don't want to just throw it away. It's like...
Right.
It's hard to get that balance, and I hope I didn't screw up and fuck the balance up so you guys had no hope of ever figuring out. I know the hint I gave you tonight, if somebody had had a ridiculously good memory, it would have instantly told you who it was. Like, you'd have to have, like, an absurdly, like, near photographic memory to remember, so that's just, like, one of those things where it's like, ha! It'll be after it's revealed, it's like, oh, yeah! Didn't think about that. But some of the other ones I feel like have been a little bit more... less
Gotcha.
subtle. But I think that the one tonight was the biggest one. Like, it's, like, the most important thing on how it's being done was... Yeah. Alrighty. Well,
Now you got my brain kicking.
yeah. I want you to think about it on the meta thing.
Oh, I know.
Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and stop the stream unless everybody has a thing. What?
I was laughing, Arcade, taunting with the waffles.
Teasing poor Walner. He was just there. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
No, that thing.
Yeah, I know. I don't believe it. It's just what I'm imagining Walter's gonna do every time now for no what.
It's not real. It's an illusion created by.
Pazuzu.
Mirrors. He uses mirrors. No, Pazuzu. Don't you say it.
Alrighty. I'm gonna stop the stream here unless anybody has any announcements. Anything?
Next Tuesday, guaranteed, we're going to be playing D&D 5th Edition, Tome of Annihilation again. The past 2 weeks we've had to cancel for two various reasons, so I apologize for that for anybody that does follow us on those
Yep.
Tuesday nights.
Shit happens. It's aight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And aside from that,
Oh, we did get our line art for the logo from Allie Briggs Art.
Oh, yeah.
That looks freaking amazing. We are so excited. She's working on the colorization and things like that. So hopefully here pretty soon we'll have the reveal of the official Geeky Bugbear logo.
Woo!
And then we can start looking for some merchandise soon after that.
Nice.
Geeky Bugbear shirts
Yeah.
on a ball cap.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll be able to go to like a convention soon because I have that microphone and stuff now, so I'd actually be able to talk to
Right.
people. But
Right.
I don't know what's coming up. But we'll look into that and we'll probably announce that some in the coming weeks because I'd like to go to something like that. It'd be fun.
Sounds good. But yeah, aside from that, I don't know nothing.
Yep. All right. Well, thanks for being here. Walner's gone, but bye.
Bye, y'all.